Well, hello everybody. How's everybody going tonight? Hope everyone's well. Hey, Nelda, yeah, thank Woots for that intro music. He gave me some copyright free stuff, and it is an absolute banger. I agree. But welcome in everybody to our second session of D&D. I totally haven't been excited for this all week. Just like being at work, going, I wonder what the big guy's going to get up to this week. So yeah, joined again. We're missing one of our compatriots tonight. Wes was unable to join us tonight. Hopefully he'll be back next week. But joined again by DM Sab, Fred, who looks like the Dragonboard Lizard Man, as Big Guy calls him, and Woots as well. So got most of the party here, and yeah, ready to go again. Take it away, Sab.
Take it away. All right. We'll do a quick recap for last week.
Mm-hmm.
Last week you met up in. Last week you met up in the. Let me find my map here. The small town of. I'm all over the place today. Great sign for things.
That's a great town. All over the place today.
You start off in Neverwinter, and you escorted a cart full of mining supplies to the town of Paladin. Along the way, you found an ambush site with some slain horses, and got ambushed by some goblins. You killed said goblins, and then continued along the way, escorting the goods to Phandelver without figuring out why there was just 2 dead horses and no one else.
We had a job.
You escorted said goods to Phandelver, and then the merchant there asked you to go find a couple of the people who were slain on the horses because they were expected to arrive before you. You then backtracked, found the slain horses again, collected their equipment from the horses, and then went into the goblin caves, where you proceeded to wipe out all of the goblins in Craigmore hideout, including taking quite a few out by stealth, tamed some wolves, and escorted Cyrodiil back to Phandelver, along with all the goods and everything else that had been taken and hidden in the Craigmore hideout. At the end, I think we left it where people were starting to go to bed.
Yeah, play so.
Yeah.
Big guy was drinking.
I was too tired to remember any more than that, so we'll pick up from there. So, do you want to pick it up from where you just left off the cart? In case you wanted to do anything else, because it'd be getting darkish to 7 o'clock at night.
I still stick with I go straight to the inn and get dried meats and get ale and drink merrily into the night.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're going to have dried meats, I'll join you.
Yes. Join us, little man.
That's little dwarf to you.
Join us, little dwarf. Like, I just leave, not really caring who's going with me. Like, I do walk slow enough so the dwarf can keep up. Like, I'm not just going to stride ahead or anything, but just go straight to the inn.
And you see the little bird take off ahead of you and dart into the Stonehill Inn before you.
Where's the showbird going? Perhaps he's going to do a show.
Yeah, I think so.
So as you make your way back to the Stonehill Inn where you had stayed previously, you open the door and see same mix of humans and dwarves inside. And you see the bird sitting up on the counter in a tankard of ale already. And he's actually in an ale. He's actually in a tankard of ale. He's got his feet dipped inside of it and feeding between his legs.
Oh, that's nice.
Using it like a bird bath.
Yep, pretty much. He's not here today, so I can do it how I want.
Hey, why not?
He's
That's
gonna
probably
watch
what he
his
would
back
do.
and go, um,
You left no instructions for me. I can do with your character what you want when you're away.
that's the show bird we know. And I just go out to the bar and round of ales for me and the little dwarf.
Of course, coming up, and the dwarf behind the bar pulls up a couple of giant ales for you. Giant for the dwarf, not so much for you.
I suppose at this point, I'm still got the cart. I guess I go and
Well,
return it to.
I thought you returned that previously.
How do we?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you
Okay.
returned that.
All right. Well, I've wandered into the tavern as well, and I've taken up a quiet corner.
I'm still
What?
meditating at the temple.
Okay. And Sildar has also joined you, and is taking a room and at the inn and is going upstairs to his room for the night. After getting some food and drink to go with him,
He was the guy that we healed
you
up.
rescued.
Right.
Hey, Barkeep, do you happen to know anybody who does bit of suturing, like I show the wound that has like the sand still packed in it? Like the perfectly packed sand, just like do you have anybody who can do a bit better job than this?
The barkeep looks at you. That's probably not the most best way of packing that.
The bird did such a good job of it.
That he might very well have, but it's not exactly the best thing to keep it clean for a very long period of time. Because you're starting to leak, and he points out there's all this. You're starting to leak all this dirty sand all over through my bar. You probably left a trail wherever you're going at the moment. You're lucky there isn't even any left in you.
It'll be fine. Give me another ale.
That's pretty
Oh.
gross. The guy looks like it's getting infected.
You might want to take a wash and get rid of it sooner than later before it starts healing on its own and starts going in there on you.
Smells pretty bad too.
I'm glad you said that. I thought it was just me thinking that, but it is terrible.
There's a reason I go in and sat over in a corner by myself.
Close.
There's a reason I'm at the temple.
Have we already got rooms at this stage, or we haven't?
You still got rooms if you want them.
Alright. So I just take my tankard of ale and go to my room to try and wash the sand out.
Ooh, now we can actually breathe down here again. That was pretty bad. And did he have a wolf under one arm?
Aye, that's his pet. Wolfie.
What a crazy half-orc. Then again, they are half-orcs, so...
Aye. Crazy as batshit they are.
Meanwhile, I've still got my wolf wandering beside me. She's currently sitting nicely on the floor next to me.
Yeah, but you're not carrying yours around like a fucking...
Yeah, I literally have one at all times just under the arm. I'm not even
a
letting it
fucking-
walk.
fucking one of those dogs in those little bags that never gets to walk anywhere.
Yeah.
Pomeranian or something.
Yeah. Whatever the fuck are they? Chinchillas or something.
Chihuahuas.
Chihuahuas.
That's the one. Oh, I don't know dogs.
Actually, while we're talking about that, how big is the wolf compared to me? Like, is it like a little dog compared to a big half-orc, or...?
I mean, they weren't exactly the biggest wolves when you got it, so, you know, it's probably...
So it's just like, it's not like a big armful or anything, I'm literally just like...
What are you trying to ride one of those?
Or the
Break its
bird
fucking
meanwhile.
back.
That was the bird, right? The
bird.
bird tried to
bird-
ride the wolf.
The bird could ride it fine. The bird's only small.
No, I just
All
want to
the
know,
birds.
like, do I look like just one of those, got a little dog under my arm, just walking around with it?
Yep, pretty much.
Pretty much. Awesome.
Well, I'd
I'm
say
happy.
what, bigger than a staffy, but smaller than a mastiff.
Awesome.
Yeah, something like that. As Nelda pointed out, crush a Hilton.
Need to feed it some of your dried meats, get it grow big and strong.
Also, it doesn't turn and eat you.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, we forgot about that mechanic.
Because that won't come back and bite you in the ass at some point, will it? Literally.
Literally.
Alright, so yeah, I'm still upstairs, just washing up, and I might have watched Wolfie at the same time while I'm upstairs, and all you hear from upstairs is like a deep growling and like a couple of barks and that kind of shit.
What's he doing up there?
I don't think I
Get
want to
back
know.
in the bath!
Can't be good for either of them. What it is.
Feel sorry for that poor dog. He ain't gonna last long.
Yeah. I don't want to think about it.
Serafina, do you like a drink?
I'll have a small cider.
Small cider, please.
Small cider. Coming up. Elsa will bring that to your table, love.
Thank you. Might I have a piece of meat for my pet, please?
Of course. Goes out the back and gets you a decent chunk of meat and ale, and gives it to the barmaid to bring out to you.
Wonder where our compatriot is, Uldar.
I think he told you that he was going off to the temple before he left. Or did he
that's
just
Just meditating at the temple.
I'm sure
what
he'll
he's
join
thinking
us when
about.
he's ready.
Thinking about my sacred oath to Big Guy and how bad my life is because of it.
Bet
I
he's
still
thinking about
believe
his
I
sacred
have
oath.
a goblin head attached to my buttocks.
Oh, that's right, you do too. I'd forgotten about that.
It's still there.
He's a very persistent fellow, that Uldar. Points for keeping up with it.
I suppose
Well.
he's been with Big Guy a little while by the sounds of it. I guess you get used to stupid after a while.
Hey, he's a special kind of
Prayer
lad.
and meditation is required.
I just like come downstairs and you can pretty much tell like the only part I've washed is the actual wound.
Washed
And the,
out the
dog,
axe
the
wound, did
wolf, the wolf is like fully clean. Like you can see it's wet. Like had a full bath, and I've just got like just the wound cleaned. Ah, does that look better?
Oh, it smells minutely better.
Do you feel a bit better?
Not really. I washed the wolf, and like I showed these like puncture marks on my arm where it's like bit me trying to wash it. Not really. I need another ale, and perhaps some. I'd like to grab some meat for the dog as well.
coming up, laddie?
What level of medical care can we give? Can we put maggots on the wound, or
You just have
are we
magic.
not that advanced?
I mean, once he goes to sleep, it'll all
He
heal
heals
anyway.
up.
Yeah. I mean,
Magically heal overnight.
Magical healing. We don't need to eat the dead flesh away, cauterize it, or anything.
I mean, you could.
I mean, it would work for flavor, but it's not actually necessary.
I think it's best to get him while he's sleeping.
With my poison dragon breath.
It's the best way, I think. It'd be less painful for him.
all right. So I'm basically gonna drink the night away until I eventually stumble up to the room and pass out.
While you are downstairs in the main part of the inn, you hear the innkeeper's wife talking with the barmaid about how a local woodcarver stood up some people the other day after they apparently leered at his wife, and then a couple of days later he turned up dead. And now the wife and the daughter and son have also gone missing.
Sounds like a noble quest.
It's rather terrible how this happened, isn't it? Ah, yes.
Are you back at the tavern now, Uldar, or?
My dragon ears have pricked up and I'm heading there now.
Dragons
Yes.
have ears.
ESP fucking
yeah.
Apparently they don't have tails either, so my dragon is interesting.
Wonder what else is missing.
He has realised that the tavern is the place to be, and he's just all of a sudden arrived.
Well, that's where you're staying for the night, so.
I don't realise anything about this. Like, it just doesn't click to me, so I just keep drinking.
No, you just overhear this in the background.
Serafina, did you hear what they were saying?
Yes. It almost seems like they might have had an argument and she's killed him and taken the children off to hide.
Wonder if we can help out somehow. Maybe there's some gold in it.
Maybe.
I like the sound of gold. What is happening? As I tune into the conversation finally at the sound of gold.
Big guy.
At the sound of gold, Uldar bursts into the tavern as well. Straight over to the big guy.
There he is.
Ah, lizard friend.
Hello,
Welcome
Orc.
back.
I see you smell less now.
Not by much.
And the wound looks better. Like, show the wound. You can still like see that it's open, like oozing slightly and that kind of thing. My wound's all better.
Excellent. I see you still got your feral as well.
She's washed.
I just eye the wolf carefully, then look back at big guy.
Right.
She
Nice of
doesn't
you to
look very
join us.
happy.
I was saying to Serafina, that woman over there might have a job for us.
We're either looking for missing people or it's finding the people who have killed somebody.
Go speak to the big guy.
Sure. So it's the innkeeper's wife, wasn't it?
And his barmaid that are
Oh.
talking.
So I just like walk up and just like not try to keep it like a quiet conversation or anything, just quite openly and quite drunkenly just. What's this I hear about missing people and possible work?
It seems one of the local woodcarver turned up dead the other day, and now his wife and daughter and son have all gone missing.
I'm like just standing there, just like not saying any like problem with this, just like end.
We don't know where they went, but their house got ransacked and they're no longer there.
I like call out to the dwarf, like just pass on this information across the bar, just or however wherever that. Are you guys still at the back of the
Yeah.
tavern? So I like call out across the tavern this information across.
And you see all the everyone else is sort of looking at you two like a tennis match, and they're just shaking their heads. Noisy
Guy.
bastards.
Ask her how we can help.
What was that, little dwarf? I can't quite hear you.
Ah, walk over. Craig Smallhammer, at your service. How can we help you?
I don't know how you can help us. Are you adventurers or something?
Aye, that we are.
Well, you might be able to help us, but we wouldn't know where to send you to even start looking for them. Like I said, we don't know where they're gone. They just disappeared after the husband turned up dead.
Should we investigate their house?
I suppose it would be a start. There's no real local authority here at the moment. The Red Brands have run a bit ragged over our soul lately.
The who?
The Red Brands.
Who are they?
You haven't noticed them yet. They would have noticed you already. So just be careful. Without proper law enforcement or anyone to stand up to them, they're running businesses a bit ragged here, including our own place.
So what you're
They
saying
like
is
some sort of,
you need us to beat
fee?
some people up?
Well, it might help a little bit, but it wouldn't last very long. Seems to be a never-ending supply of them at the moment.
you like some sort of gang or something like that.
Something like that, yeah. We think they were behind the husband's death. It was one of them leering at the wife, but that's the most we knew.
Can you describe him for us?
I wouldn't have a clue. We never got a description out of it. We just said it was a Red Brand.
Okay.
I like lean down to Smallhammer and go, is this like a tribe?
A what?
I'm still like, big guy, you can still see he's just confused by this whole conversation. And he's like leaning down to Smallhammer going, is this gang or thing like a tribe?
Aye, like a tribe.
You just see it like click with him all of a sudden. He's now actually interested in the conversation.
Like a
Where
very
are they
bad tribe.
based? Perhaps we could have a discussion with them.
Are you also over there?
Yes, I'm following Big Guy around.
He's like my second bad smell.
Yep, pretty much.
But he smells better.
Only slightly with this goblin head.
True.
Point.
People have tried to negotiate with them, but no one's had any success yet. They don't deal so much in word as more gold and bodies. There is their prices.
Maybe we can have a discussion with them, say as I heft my war pick and look at Big Guy.
Well, I wish you luck with that.
I grab my great axe and go, yes, I'm very good at talking with people.
Well, I wish you luck. There is quite a number of them. And they're not exactly the most friendly a bunch.
Alright, we could send the bird to scout.
I don't think he's going anywhere. You see the bird is floating upside down in his goblet. It's taking a veil.
Oh, Sherbet's that's a new
Bloody
trick.
drunken party.
Upside down, we better rescue him. He might drown.
Yeah, we'll take care of him if you're going to go off and do this.
Alright, we'll better talk to Serafina. You there?
Pretty well then.
So we kind of walk back to the corner. Back to where Seraphina's still sitting in the corner of the tavern.
Hello.
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 Big Guy just agreed to a job.
Hey, what's the details?
We have to go kill a tribe.
I'm sure there's more to it than that.
Have a discussion with them.
Yes, with words, as I grab my axe out again. With words.
Uh-huh. Craig, what's happening?
Apparently, the Red Brand have been involved potentially in the disappearance of this this lass. I think. I don't know. I've had a few beers myself, to be honest. Anyway, they need our help, and actually, we didn't negotiate payment. I'm assuming there's some form of payment.
I yell out across the bar back towards them. Is there any payment?
We can figure something out when you come back.
Does it involve ale?
It might.
Large ale this time.
A large to a half-orc size barrel of ale.
You'd have to go raid the orcs to get something that big. We don't serve that size here.
What's the biggest you've got?
We have a large dwarven size. Nothing bigger,
It's like a medium orc size.
at best.
I guess it will do.
Two
Perhaps we might slow
mediums.
down the dwarf a little bit.
Well, shall we rest and head off in the morning to talk to these people?
Sounds good to me. I have something to do overnight anyway.
Oh, what you doing?
What are you doing, Lizard Man?
I'm dealing with this goblin skull.
Oh, I'll leave you to it.
But we need it for luck.
Don't worry, I will keep my oath to you.
As long as you keep it.
Don't really want to ask any more about that. Well, I'm going to bed. Night all.
No?
Night, Smallhammer. And I
Good
just
night, dwarf. Good night, elf. Good night, orc.
night, lizard person. And I go back to drinking. And eventually, yeah, stumble up and pass out.
I'm going to cast Speak with Animals, and I'm going to talk to the wolves that we've got with us.
Yep.
And just make it known to them that should they get hungry, feel free to wander off and fetch their own food, as they probably would have done as wild animals anyway. And I say to Wolfie that she's more than welcome to give Big Guy a nip on the ass or wherever else if she feels like she's being abused too much by him.
You get the sense that she gets the idea.
Only language big guy understands.
Violence.
Pretty
Yeah.
much.
Violence and ale.
And I also ask them if they can help us in the morning by sniffing around and seeing if they can pick up the track of where the people who owned the house have gone to.
Okay.
And then I'll just wander up to my room and start my trance for the night.
And as they all go to bed, I'm still drinking and talking with the locals and all that kind of thing, and spouting tales of my past adventures and all that, and pretty openly talking about the fact that we just freed Sigmund and killed the... What was Krieg again? No, it wasn't. That no, it wasn't
Hog?
Hobgoblin. It was
Hobgoblin?
Bugbear.
Bugbear.
Yeah.
How we killed the bugbear, and they were still, didn't find his friend. They're just openly talking about stuff that I probably shouldn't be. And
Yes, the
the
mighty
castle and everything.
experienced goblin slayer from that cave.
Saying
He
how
nearly got himself killed a couple of times.
Because that's all the experience.
See, in my version of stories that I tell while I'm drinking is that I slayed many goblins and I split them in half, and so to the locals I sound like I half know what I'm doing.
The near-death experience only makes it all the more epic a tale.
He forgets to omit the part that the ranger took out the highest head count.
I
Of
don't
course he
think you
does.
can count that high.
The ranger and everything I didn't ish on anymore. I of course embellish the story a little bit.
You see people doubtful, but they're accepting of your story. They figure they'll humour the drunken half-orc while he's here.
I mean, they had to figure that there'd be some truth to it because the guy who we went out to rescue returned with us.
Those they accept, but him claiming he single-handedly slew so much in that, they're sort of, yeah, don't think so. Especially after seeing the big gash on his chest. So after a while, tavern clears out slowly but surely as everyone goes home for the night, and you all go to bed to rest. Pred, what are you doing with the goblin skull? Healing up before you go to bed?
I'm building a pyre and burning off the excess flesh, and then I will polish the skull and attach it with rope around my back, securely fasten it.
Okay.
It's now hygienic and luck-bringing.
Fair enough.
Big guy will be very happy in the morning when he sees his totem is still attached to my buttocks.
Fair enough.
I'm just sleeping.
And I'm passed out.
So the night passes without incident, and you all awaken in the morning. You just take your long rest on your D&D Beyond sheet.
Yay. Long rest.
Yay.
Done.
So you
Right.
all awaken at different points in the morning and make your way down for breakfast.
Yep, I'll have been up about the same time the baker was up.
Yep.
Because obviously, being elven, I don't actually sleep. So I only need 4 hours of downtime, really.
Damn elves.
She just listens to trance music.
Yeah, they listen to heavy metal.
I'll be up as soon as I smell the bacon.
Which is
I'm sorry, I've got to point out the fact that Cat is doing amazing things in the background house. So yeah, big guy comes down when he starts smelling food as well.
How's his head after how much he drank last night?
He's a half-orc, he can take it pretty well.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's fine.
He has a permanent hangover from what I've observed over the years.
Let's just say
brain
big guy I may come down the stairs and go, breakfast and an ale.
Yeah. Frickin' Norm from what's it called? From Cheers.
Breakfast ale. It's the best.
That it is.
So that'll be a breakfast ale and bacon for you both, I'm guessing.
Please and thank you.
Alrighty then. And for you, love?
Just some bread and berries, thanks.
Alrighty. And your Dragonborn friend, where is he?
I come down the stairs and ask for some hardtack.
She reaches under the counter and pulls up. There you go. And what the hell have you tied around yourself, boy?
Ask the orc.
It's a good
With
luck
that, I
totem.
stomp off.
As they stop off, you see it's now a skull instead of a goblin head.
I go over to Green and go, if it's not a head, is it still count for good luck?
Just agree.
You told me goblin heads are good luck. Does it count when all the flesh is gone?
Yes, it's still a head.
Yeah, I just
You know
look
we
back
have
at the
bones inside
barkeep
our
and
head,
says,
right?
That's a good answer.
it's a good luck totem. Goblin heads bring you good luck.
It's a very strange way of displaying them, but to each their own, I suppose.
You weren't lurking last night, were you?
I was, but I didn't recall seeing that on him. I think I'd recall seeing a dead skull on his back.
It was somewhere else.
Wait, the bartender isn't
I
a
don't
goblin,
want
is
to
she?
know. Sorry?
The bartender's not a goblin, right?
No.
Cool.
I should have made it one.
That'd be pretty awkward.
That would be awesome.
Oh, it's a human.
Right, going to eat all my food, drink all my drink.
I'm also going to take a drink so I can forget about seeing that scary ass thing.
I also eat and drink and...
You notice that your wolves aren't currently with you.
Wolfie. Where'd I put Wolfie? I start just looking around the tavern. I pick
Yeah,
up
see.
a bar stool.
You don't see
Bar
either
stool
of
it
them in there.
down.
I just assumed that they've wandered off to go and get something to eat, as I was talking to them about last night.
You sure you didn't sit on him?
I look behind. No.
Don't know. Sure, they'll turn up.
Hopefully, I gave Wolfie a bath.
Okay, well, good to know.
Off to find these people then?
Let's do it.
Time for our early morning conversation.
That's right. Let's go converse.
Yes, with words.
Do we know who we're meant to be looking for? What she looks like?
It's just a middle-aged woman with a couple of kids.
Right. It shouldn't be. That shouldn't be hard to find then.
Because there's not a dozen of them around anyway.
Should be easy.
What could go wrong?
With this lot, anything.
You might end up with a head attached to your butt, so be careful what you say.
We will find a middle-aged woman.
With 2 children, don't forget.
2 children. Yes.
A
Very good.
girl and boy.
Any will do.
It has to be a middle-aged woman with a girl and a boy child.
This is turning into a kidnap job.
All
So
right,
I
we'll do
just-
our best.
Exit the tavern and start looking. In my mind, a gangster tribe. So I'm start looking, just looking around, see if I can find any sign of a village or something close by that could house a tribe.
Okay.
He has no idea what he's doing, but he's been told to go get word, so he's just trying to go find them.
Well, they
Okay.
call them red brands, right? So he must be wearing something red, I imagine.
That's
As
good
you're
as
just
any.
saying this, you just stepped outside the inn.
Yeah.
I have,
Okay.
yes.
Yeah. As you're just saying this, you find your wolves walking up to you.
Ah, Wolfie!
Brrr.
I pick her up and I've got her back under the arm again.
Start trying to gnaw at your arm.
He seems
Ah,
happy to see you.
oh, that's how animals say they're happy with you, right?
Have they discovered any useful information?
I just talk to the dogs and just say to them, "Did you find something useful?"
Do they actually talk back to you? Or can you understand what they say?
If I cast the spell, but it's a first level spell slot, so I'm hoping that they can understand what I'm saying to them,
Okay.
and that they can lead us in a general direction.
What's that?
He's wagging his tail. I think that means he can understand you. Or he's hungry.
Your wolf grabs you by the pants and starts leading you off in the direction.
I guess they found something.
After a couple of minutes walk, he's on roll 20.
Mm-hmm.
This is just for your references. You are led from the inn, which is the stone building, sort of north-ish. It's on the road that goes. It's on like the cross-section road
Cross
that
section road.
runs northeast near the center. That's the inn.
Oh, that one. Yeah, that one. Yep.
So, yep, that one. I forgot we can do that, but I'm not on that page because I'm looking at a different one for DMs. So,
Can't see anything. Oh, yeah, I see it.
the wolves lead you past that next block down to the little wooden hut just by itself. That sort of has a little shack like opposite it.
That one.
Nope. Where is? You pinned that. Pinged that.
That one.
Nope. To your left. That one. Yep. The wolves lead you to there, and from the outside you notice it is a woodworker's hut. You notice that the door is broken and swinging freely in what breeze there is, and there is a smell of death around.
Not very good woodworker. Can't even make a door.
They're not going to hire him. Well, with the smell of death, I heft my shield and war pick and cautiously approach the door.
As you open the door, you notice there is a male corpse inside.
I have a look to see what the cause of death would have been.
Like it's being bludgeoned to death.
What do you see? I can't see. Just jumping up and down. Trying to get a better look.
I pick up small hammer and just raise him up so he can see.
Oh, that's not good.
You gather from what you heard, this is the husband that got killed.
It looks like we might be in the right place, at least.
We investigate the area for some clues.
Roll an investigation check.
I'm going to have a look around as well.
Roll investigation checks, both of you. Or one of you can roll with advantage.
Which button do I press for investigation check?
No,
Or do I have to roll the
it's
corner dice?
It'll be in the middle, is it?
Yeah, investigation.
Yeah, it's
I
in,
I
have
got a
it.
14.
I got a 0.
you had 1 minus 1.
Oh, good.
Amazing.
You notice he's been dead for a couple of days. probably 3-4 days. The blood is congealing on the floor. And it looks like there was a bit of a fight, and there's some... Obviously, some of the stuff broken and missing from around this place, and things are just thrown askew everywhere. And if you look out the back, you notice that there's like some drag marks being taken out.
We could say it probably wasn't a robbery. Nothing looks stolen, just ransacked and broken.
Pretty much.
Is there anything of value here?
Roll me an investigation check for value.
6.
It is all woodworking stuff. So really, no. Nothing of
Hey.
value for you.
Hey, I value that a lot.
You do.
You do. Your
Roots,
character
the
doesn't.
player does.
Your character finds it like a little wooden flute, and that's about it.
I'll take it.
Okay. Add it to your backpack, a wooden flute.
I mean, it's not like he needs it now.
You can see it's well cared for, and seems pretty old.
We check where these drag marks lead to.
At the back, you can see drag marks look like they led to a wagon of some kind, and then there's nothing else. There's a couple of ruts on the ground.
How common are wagons in the town?
Moderately common.
Cool.
Bringing goods in and out. And people taking things around the town.
What about, was the wagon pulled by people or a horse? Can we tell that? An animal of some kind?
From all the markings in the ground out the front whereabouts it would have been stationed, it's too muddy to make too much. It looked like it was a busy area in the recent past.
Okay.
I like to perform a little flute solo with my group.
Yep.
Performance check?
Performance check if you're going to play the flute.
Not really proficient in flutes, but I'll try it. Okay. As expected. That's a 4.
You make some noise on the flute. Whether it can be classed as musical is debatable, especially as the wolves put their paws over their ears and start whining.
Put that flute away, dwarf, or I'll snap it in half. Leave the music playing to the viola.
I pull out my viola and start playing too.
Roll performance check.
Now this is interesting because I have proficiency in the viola, but I have a negative on performance.
God.
That's a 5.
5. Between the two of you have just created the most awful noise. It could almost wake the dead at this point.
Wow, we're pretty great.
And you
Big
just
guy
see the
starts
wolves.
stomping along, like, happy with the music.
Someone that plays
great
viola,
tune.
please put that away before you make me smash it.
Oh, listen, man, you don't know music.
Cheer up a little. We're having a good time. Playing some really good music.
You hear the
Just
wolves.
wait till I get to the level to take the dragon roar beat. I can join in.
You just hear the wolves whining on the ground.
What's wrong with your wolf?
Wolfie, do you not like this correct music?
The wolf gets up and starts running away from you. Both of them are running away.
That's not good.
There goes our wolves. Well done.
Ah. She'll be back.
If the body is in the house, the dead body, what did what got dragged from the house into the wagon, do we think?
I'm assuming you're asking other players at this point.
Yeah,
your character,
well, I
yeah.
got an investigation check of 0, so someone else can investigate.
We're really bad at this. All of us.
Perhaps it was the middle-aged woman and 2 children we're supposed to be looking for.
I ask the dogs, without casting my spell, I just ask them if they can make any sense of where these particular tracks might have gone to.
Well, the dogs are away from you at the moment. They've run away
Have
from
the dog
noise.
come back or?
Not yet.
Oh yeah.
They're sort of sitting away up the road.
I think we scared them off a little.
Might have to indicate to them that there won't be any more music for the foreseeable future.
How do we do that to a dog?
Smash your flute.
I just got it.
It makes such wonderful music.
I put mine away.
Fine. I'll put it in my backpack. So basically, we don't know anything.
This has been an exercise in futility, apparently.
You know that they were likely kidnapped, right? Instead of being involved in the murder, the wife and children.
You kind of figure as much.
It makes sense for drag marks to be there that potentially they're still alive.
Yeah.
Aye.
Or
Maybe
at
we
least
should
they
have
were
a
when they were
discussion.
at the end of when they were taken.
I forgot what they were called. The
Red brand.
red brand. Maybe we should find out where they are.
Good idea. Maybe we can ask somebody.
Well, the barkeep said that they've probably noticed us, even if we haven't noticed them. So if we go around town asking about them, we're bound to attract their attention. Maybe they'll come out and meet us.
I'm liking the lizard man's idea.
I don't have a better one, so let's do it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what are you going to do?
I'm guessing go around door to door asking.
Asking about the red
Well,
brand.
I was
Brand?
thinking we could go to the merchant who we actually have somewhat of a rapport with and ask him
Yeah, that could work.
what information he can give us.
They might be extorting money from him, gold from him, protection racket, so he might know something.
I go to Seraphine. That may be a smarter move.
I mean, you can knock on doors, man. That's bound to get their attention. If you go around shouting red brand at the top of your lungs.
It's the sort of thing like this
It's
hippie guy
definitely
do.
the half walkway.
Red brand.
Just walk down the main street. Red bread, red bread, red bread.
I like Seraphina's idea better now.
Maybe you and her can go to the merchant, and Big Guy and I will cause a scene.
Okay, let's go.
Mm-hmm.
I turn to Lizardman and go, perhaps we should let the smart people decide what we're doing for once.
Oh, if that's how you want to play it, Big Guy, we can follow the elf and the dwarf.
The elf actually is half smart.
Can't play the viola though.
But it was lovely.
Hey, I rolled a -1 on my charisma, so
So yeah, I'm going to follow the elf and the dwarf and go to the merchant.
Okay.
What was his name again? Can't remember.
Merchant?
Hmm.
Elmer Barthen. I think he's got it last time, actually. You never asked.
Oh, how rude of us.
That's why I
Okay,
thought
so-
his name was Merchant.
That's the provision store. That's provision store. That's the inn.
All right. Make our way over at a leisurely pace.
Okay. You find he's you see his two clerks outside, unloading another wagon of supplies.
Wait, did we collect a barrel of ale from the merchant?
Yes.
Yeah.
We did, okay.
That's why you didn't have to pay for drinks last night.
That's right. I forgot I hadn't paid for drinks. I'm letting the elf take the lead on, like, I'm realizing my plans have not been the smartest, and I'm just letting the elf lead this one.
All right. I'll approach the two people unloading the cart, and I just initiate a conversation about who we should be looking for in terms of these red brand people, what to be looking for.
If you want to be, if you want to know more about the Red Brand, go in and talk to the boss. We don't deal with those scum, and we try to stay away.
Very
Elmer
well.
is the one you want to be talking to about that.
Helmer.
Yeah, Elmer. You already met
Where's
him.
Elmer?
You already met him yesterday. He's the one you returned the supplies to.
Ah. Yes.
He's a little guy, bald-headed. Likes to hunt rabbits.
But the rabbit hunting is right. But he's not bold.
Different Elmer. My apologies.
So good.
Yeah.
There's no
Wait.
rascally rabbits around here.
No, there's no rascally rabbits around here.
So walk inside and find Elmer and talk to him about the red brand and see what information he can share with us.
So you wanted to know more about the Red Brand, laddie? Lassie. And laddie.
Right.
And big laddie.
Ladder. He's Lassie.
Yep.
Right. They been extorting businesses since last 6 months or so. Been shaking everybody down quite hard, especially recently. It's just getting worse. Anyone who stands up to them is had a knife through the belly, or bashed their head in, as a poor woodworker found out.
They've only recently moved into this area.
About 6-9 months ago. They came from all over the place, and there's quite a lot of them. I've heard they've been doing it to quite a number of smaller towns around the area. They seem to be going one to the other and slowly increasing their area of influence.
Do you know anything about their leader?
I think it's something along the lines of Glassstaff.
Do you know where we could find this glass staff?
Not a clue.
Why do they call him Glassstaff?
Your guess is as good as mine at this point. They're just being a pain in the ass lately.
Do you know any of the businesses they extort? Any of your
You're
fellow
easier to
merchants?
say what they don't extort. There's only the one, and he's partly under their protection, so makes kind of sense they wouldn't shake him down.
He's under their protection. Maybe we could have a conversation with him about where to find this glass staff.
He wouldn't know any more than anybody else. That Glassstaff's just a name that's barely been heard around here. I don't
So-
think he's ever been seen unless he comes in disguised. Or she. We don't even know if it's a guy or a girl.
Where
You
can
know
you
where
find this
they
red brand
operate?
tribe?
Yeah, where are they? Where's their base of operations for this village?
They're mostly hanging around the main safe house is up at the manor, up at the east edge of town. They seem to be running from there and have some underground tunnels connecting to a couple of other places around the town because they disappear mighty fast with their money.
Manor on the east edge of town, eh?
Yeah.
Sounds like we got a lead.
Yes, we should go
A place to
scout
start
out this
looking.
manor.
Just be careful if you do go in there. It's a bit of a maze, and it's a bit of a crumbling ruin now as well. Probably why they took it over.
Thank you for your information. We shall go and have a look.
I wish you luck, and I hope you do find the dwarf friend sometime soon as well.
Have
Where
got
was
the
where
dwarf
was the dwarf friend again?
at the castle?
Over at the castle.
I'm asking that like in character, as in I'm asking the Elmer.
Well, you just told me that the goblins told Silidar that they got taken to the castle. Which castle, I don't know. And I don't know of any castles. There's a couple of castles around here, and I wouldn't know where to point you anyway. This is an old area. There's 3-4 different castles.
Winding back for a second, when I was drunkenly telling my tales the night before and saying about the castle and that, did I find out anything off any of the... No.
They say it's the same thing. They know rumors of castles around here, but no one's bothered to go around it because they're too concerned about having this town survive rather than looking for buried places.
Okay.
These are just mostly simple folk just farming and making their living as they do.
Alright, start wandering over towards the castle then. Sorry, the manor house.
Apparently it was that easy.
Pretty well. I wish you luck.
All right, let's go.
As we're walking along, it's like, perhaps these red brand people might know where the castle is.
It's a fair point. Maybe we can interrogate one instead of killing him.
I might have trouble staying my axe.
I say it's unlike you to not kill them all, big guy.
I have an arrow with your name on it.
Wait.
Literally.
And I present an arrow that's got big guys etched into the shaft.
Where'd you find that one?
That's so nice.
I made it especially for you last night.
You carry me with you. How nice.
So as you're making your way up to the manor, you notice the wolves are still sitting on the road that leads up to the manor, it turns out.
Your pets are back.
They seem to be smarter than I am. They know where we're going.
Well, while you were drinking last night, I did have a talk to them and asked them if they could help us with information about the people that we're looking for.
Wait, Wolfie speaks?
All animals speak. It just takes a certain type of person and to actually be able to understand what it is that they're saying.
Have we walked up to the wolves at this stage, or...?
You haven't made your way up to them now.
I, like, kneel down in front of Wolfie and go, so, what did you find, Wolfie?
Wolfie just turns and starts stalking away from you.
Right a roll, Rocky.
And I start following Wolfie because obviously Wolfie knows something.
Just to be clear, big guy literally took what you said as, animals can talk.
Oh, yeah. That's why I said a certain type of person can talk to them and understand what they're saying.
So the wolves are leading you towards the manor. And after a short journey, you arrive up there.
I want to have a look around from a distance to see if there is any movement about, any signs of life, movement, or anything.
What is it? What do your elf eyes see?
You see that it's very run down. It's collapsing, and looks like there's shades of movement through what you can see in the distance. Kind of hard to make out. It's light and shadows sort of blending into the corridors as from this distance.
So it could be people, or it could just be the curtains moving in the wind. What's left of them.
Pretty much.
Well, there looks like there's movement of some sort, but it's hard to tell from this distance what's over there.
Perhaps we should have a closer look.
I suggest we approach with caution and be on the ready in case something comes out and wishes to speak with us in a not so friendly manner.
You're that big guy. You got to be ready.
Shh. Pulls out the great axe. I'm good with not kind words. And start. I will heed Seraphina's advice and slowly walk up. Not my standard.
Please tell me that means you're standing in the middle of the road, very, very slowly walking forward.
With his axe drawn.
Not taking cover or moving stealthily, just very slowly walking down the middle of the road. I have mastered the art of standing so still that nobody can see me.
Well, I'm gonna guess that we were hiding, or sitting on the side of the road or something while Seraphina went and had a look. Or were we still standing in the middle of the road?
I think we were just standing there.
Alright, so I start walking slowly down the middle of the road, going towards the ladder. With axe drawn.
Very cautiously.
Very cautiously. Unless anyone wants to stop me.
I shake my head and get my war pick and shield and try to slowly walk behind him to be ready to help when trouble starts.
I make sure that my bow is over my shoulder, ready to take off rather than having it slung completely across my back.
Okay.
Swear you're trying to get me killed, big guy, before my oath to you is complete.
But I'm moving cautiously.
Yes, you're doing a very good job.
Good job, big guy. I'll follow up behind.
So I keep on slowly walking towards the main door.
And I'm just at the back, like the very back, because I need the range for my longbow, and I'm just there shaking my head. Just complete and utter disbelief at what I'm seeing, but following along.
After a while, you eventually reach the main door.
I would just like to point out, why is everyone enabling me?
Thinking like one step at a time. I don't think that's necessary.
I don't know about the others. I'm oath sworn.
You hear some kids. Ah, look at that silly orc. He's being so stupid.
Pretty much.
He is.
And you let him walk like this with you? He's a silly as well. And they run off.
Well, it's better than the alternative. can't really teach one as thick-brained as this one.
Now that we're at the door, I push my shield against it and slowly push the door back, peering cautiously inside.
Okay. The door opens onto a 5-foot wide landing, 15 feet above a large cellar, with stone steps descending to the ground in 2 short flights. Another door stands beneath the stairs to the north, and a large stone cistern occupies the western part of the room, whose walls are lined with kegs and barrels.
Big guy, I know that ale is kept in kegs and barrels, but you need to concentrate before we loot the manor.
At these words, I kind of like try and peer over Ulfur's
Don't
shoulder,
touch
trying
anything
to.
unless you're told you can.
See poor big guy trying so hard not to go
Yeah,
straight
like
to
you,
the
you
kegs.
literally see me like itching, wanting to go, but like slowly resign myself to not being able to touch anything and just.
Big guy. There might be tiny
Fine.
meats in those barrels.
Dwarf?
They're
At
hungry.
this point, I walk forward and just push Ulfur through the door so I can start walking towards the barrels.
Hands off.
Surely we could look at one of them.
That is not why we are here.
Should we announce that we're here or just stealth it?
We investigate the surroundings first.
Roll an investigation check, whoever wants to look.
Alright. What can we see?
Can I investigation check the barrels to see whether I notice from the outside any of them ale or dried meats?
You can try.
I rolled a 16.
I got a 17.
Ooh, I got a 17 too, but a -1.
I got a 2.
Yeah,
At least you're
that's about
staying
right.
in character.
The rolls are going to go great again tonight.
Yeah. So it appears to be a large storage cellar. Exactly the sort of one you'd expect in a large manor. So other than barrels filled with fresh provisions, nothing really sticks out to you. Are you looking in the barrels or not? Besides the big guy who failed miserably.
I'm not looking in the barrels.
I'm going to assume that they're ale.
I would like to look in the barrels.
Roll a little investigation check.
Because this is not going to end well.
12.
12. As you look in the barrels, there's salted pork, beef, flour, sugar, apples, and ale.
Ah.
And quite
Pork.
a number of them.
Looks like you found dinner, dwarf.
Wait, there's pork in them? I can't seem to figure out what's in these barrels.
You managed to go one that's got filled with apples, which are completely foreign to you.
I'd like pick up an apple and just go. Just like drop it back down, like no clue at all.
Yep.
I'd like to start pocketing some of the salted pork.
Okay.
Until my pockets are full.
While the
Oh,
dwarf
oh.
is looting meat, I'm slowly scanning the room, looking for any more clues.
Okay. Roll me a perception check.
Got a 12.
12. Nothing jumps out at you.
Aren't these
Oh,
red
rooms
brands
around
supposed to be here?
Might have to investigate deeper into the manor. Orc.
Are there any
Somebody's
obvious
got me.
doorways from here except the one we've just come in through?
Doesn't seem to be.
Just a question regarding the map.
Mhm.
Is that us? I can't click. To the north of us, is that a solid wall?
Yeah, you mean that?
Yeah, that thing. Yep.
Yeah, that's a solid wall.
And the doors are the large white rectangle. Yep, like that.
Yeah,
So
that's a door to a storage room, looks like.
is there no way out of this room then, or is there
There
a
is.
staircase going up and down?
Is it-
Do they?
There is, but you haven't found it.
Ah, okay.
Oh,
Stand.
yeah.
Ah,
Oh, sorry. Sorry, yes, you did find a door, which was the one. This
yep,
one.
the storage room door.
This one.
Yep.
And
That-
we're not
that is-
seeing your blip either.
What?
Yeah, mine's not clicking anymore. I can't make blips for some reason.
Hold.
Okay.
You don't just click, you have to hold it.
Oh, okay, hold.
Yeah, I
Good
saw it
eye.
that time.
There we go. Yep.
There you did find that door, and it is currently closed.
Okay. Should we attempt to open it, do you think?
Aye.
This looks like a job for me. I walk up to the door and try to open it.
Try to open it. It's not locked.
I put
Does he,
too much
like,
effort into
charge through the door even though it's not locked?
How were you trying to open this door?
it. So I was going up to it quite like I wasn't like full shouldering into it, but I was like quite forcefully turning the handle and like giving it a good shove. So I kind of like at it being unlocked, turn the handle, push it forward, like half take a stumble step because I like went with too much force to open an unlocked door.
Okay.
Remember what I said, big guy. Check for traps.
Every time you said check for traps, there's been nothing.
Should be fine then. Go straight through. No problem.
What do you see in there, Orc?
So I do, before going in there, I do hear Small Hammer's words and I do check for traps.
Okay. Roll an investigation check.
That's such a good thing for me to be rolling for. I got a 7.
Looks good. Looks clear.
So I walk in and have a look around.
Okay. As you open the door, you see
No, we probably shouldn't be in this doorway yet.
you see 3 ruffians, all inside.
Are they sleeping?
Seems they are just starting to get up out of their bed. You've made enough noise that they are not asleep.
I'll like just quickly grab the door and close it again. Go. There may be some
lock it.
people sleeping in there.
Roll me initiative.
That's not good.
To exclude the warlock. Okay.
17.
Right character. Hang on. Save this, then run it. There we go. So big guy is a 17. Craig,
That is a 17 as well.
Serafina, 17 as well. No. Yulda,
2.
not the turn. Serafina, you're up first.
The door is still open, isn't it?
Nope, he just closed it on you.
I closed it.
Okay, in that case, I am going to move back out to the doorway we came in from, and hold my action until the door is opened and one of them comes out, attacks something.
Okay. So you're holding your attack until you can see one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Ruffiana, it is Ruffian B. Let us see. Okay. What do these actually have for weapons? I don't even know yet. Oh, lovely. Okay. He's going to take up a position on the side of the door and wait. It is now a big guy's turn.
Hold the door.
So, big guy is going to first off rage because he can hear the movement on the other side of the door, and he's like, "Damn it!" Then I would like to move to there. At this stage, I drop Wolfie, so Wolfie's like right with me.
Okay.
Open the door.
I have smashed. I didn't bother like just opening the door this time. I literally just kicked it. So it just swung back and smacked against the wall.
Okay. As you enter the room, the red brand ruffian is going to take a swipe at you because he was holding his attack until you entered. That's a 2. I don't think that's going to hit.
I think that misses.
Even with my pluses, what are those, which are plus 6 to hit? No. Okay.
Seeing
And-
that one just... Sorry. I was going to say, once he's finished, I'll
Yep.
say what I was.
I would like to take Wolf's going same turn as us, or
Yeah, Wolf's going the same turn as you.
alright. I
Otherwise
would like
it's
to
too
take a
fucking
swing back at B. It's seeing that miss. I want to take an attack at B.
Mhm.
Oh, come on, rolls. Be nice to me tonight.
Miss.
8.
8? Yeah, that's a miss.
That's a miss.
That's a miss.
Hold on. I don't have that. Damn, I don't have that yet. I thought I had something, but I don't have it yet. And then Wolfie's going to attack the same target.
Mhm.
And Wolfie, natural 1.
So
Why have I got the
use-
curse?
Use a both. Well, you've got part of the Wesley Crusher name, so both of you and your wolf have crashed through the door, and the ruffian's taking a wild swing at you as you appeared, and he missed, seeing this baffling sight of a half orc carrying a wolf into a room. And you have taken a swing, and the wolf, from being dropped, has missed its bite attack. And it is Craig's turn. Oh, sorry, Seraphina. You were holding your action?
Yep,
so...
I was holding my action. Having seen that they've attacked now, I am going to shoot a crossbow, shoot an arrow at Ruffian A.
Okay, go for it.
That would be a nat 20.
Jeez, yeah. Well, I think that is.
As a bonus action, I am going to cast Hail of Thorns.
Mm-hmm. And destroy everything in that fucking room.
Hey!
Including the big guy and Wolfie.
Oh yeah, it could be a dead
That's
wolf.
alright.
Okay, so I've got plus what? That is 10 damage on Ruffian A.
10 damage on Ruffian A. Okay. 10 damage. Yep.
And everybody in the 5 feet of him needs to do a dexterity save.
So that's technically only one of them. That's only
That's
C.
fine.
Yeah, so it's only Ruffian C. Everything else is more than 5 feet away.
Mm-hmm.
You're very lucky, Crusher.
Thank God.
Whoop. Natural 1.
Oh, yeah, because that was a nat, so that would be double damage, so that would be 10 on that first one.
But you told me, that's what you told me, 10.
Yeah, sorry, that was 10. I had 10 as before the double.
Oh, so what should it be?
It'd be 20.
Oh, well, in that case. Ruffian A is... Oops, that's the wrong thing, is dead.
And then Ruffian C will take 4 damage. Because I
4
don't
damage?
think we double it for the AoE, do we?
You double whatever dice you're rolling.
Oh, well, then that makes it 8.
Fun. So, in the first shot where Seraphina finally sees one peeking through the door that big guy just crashed through, she lets go and manages to destroy one of the ruffians and severely injure the other one in one shot. And that is your turn done. Now it's Craig's turn.
Okay. Don't think I really want to go inside there. I just move up a little bit. About there. Do I have line of sight on any of the ruffians?
That is going to be... I'd say just.
Just? Which one?
Just. You can see either of them.
I'm gonna pull out my flute.
Oh god. Okay.
And I'm going to throw it at one of them. Ruffian 3.
Okay. So an improvised throwing weapon.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're not going to try and toll the dead it.
No.
Roll for an attack.
What was the
Just roll a d20. I'm not giving you anything to plus to hit on it.
Okay.
It's a fucking flute. You're lucky you're going to be able to throw it that far
12.
without it going offline. 12. It's a miss. And you just hear it clatter to the floor.
Blow that, you bastards. That's all I got.
That's your turn. It was meant to be Ruffian A's turn now, but now it's Ruffian C's turn. Ruffian C, seeing this flute come flying at him, is going to pick it up off the ground and blow into it.
Hey, that's my flute.
It's mine now, you bastard. He's going to do a performance check.
You don't know where I put that flute.
You see this sort of disgusted look as he's trying to blow into it. The performance is absolutely terrible, but it makes this horrible screeching sound that
It's
seems
one
to
time.
echo.
That end cap. Never mind.
Last time that flute got played, the wolves ran away.
And the sound is just as terrible this time, and
I
it is
quickly reach out
reverberating.
and grab Wolfie before Wolfie can run away again.
The noise has reverberated around the entire manor. So, and that is going to be his turn. And now it is Uldar's turn.
Alright, hefting my shield and war pick guy. Position myself between the two ruffians and strike at Ruffian B with a melee attack.
Go for
It's a
it.
bold move, that one.
Remember to do your attacks on D&D Beyond with the dice rather than... Oh, yep.
Yep, got it. 18.
That hits.
And 6 damage.
That was on Ruffian B.
Yep.
Yep. Okay. So as you charge in there ahead of the wolf and the half orc, raising your shield and warhammer, you smack the ruffian upside of his head as he's there carrying the corner. So that's your turn done.
That's me done.
You, Seraphina.
I am going to take a shot at Ruffian C because I can see him from where I am.
Go for it.
Just. That's an 18.
That hits.
He takes 3 points of piercing damage.
That was C.
Sorry, 6 points of piercing damage, yeah.
6 points of piercing damage. Okay.
Yep, and Uldar will have to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
I got a 10.
That is a fail. So you will take 4 points of piercing damage.
Done.
As Seraphine lines up her another shot into this crowded little space, she hits one ruffian and also inadvertently hits with Hail of Thorns one of her comrades.
And
Yes.
at the end of my turn, I'm going to move over to the other side so that I can get a line of sight on B.
Okay. Your wolf's just staying with you.
Yep.
Okay, it is Ruffian B's turn. Ruffian B, after taking that hammer upside the head, is going to attack with 2 attacks onto Uldar. Yeah, they get multi-attack. So double attack onto Uldar here. So that is a 21 to hit. And a 20 to hit. Which I'm pretty sure they both hit you. There's Uldar.
That does not sound good.
Right.
I got 18 armor class.
So they both hit you. So that is 2d6. That is a 3 and a 5, so that is 8, 10, that's 12 points of damage.
Okay.
Jesus.
Yeah, rolled decently. As the ruffian lunges at you with the double scimitar attack, you try to deflect it, but it bounces off your shield and smacks you in the face once, and the returning one comes along and clips you across the top of the head as he takes his revenge for seeing both his comrades nearly down. It is Big Guy's turn.
Alright. I am going to see that attack on my lizard friend and see if I can hit Ruffian B again.
There you go.
15.
15 hits.
Oh my god. I think that's the first hit I've had in how long? A D12. Um, 15 damage.
Fucking hell.
I literally max rolled. That was a 12 plus 3.
I was gonna say, if you get lucky, you're gonna kill him, and you have managed to cleave him into 2 pretty much with your raid after seeing him attack your friend and hit so viciously. He
It's like-
just splits, pretty much
Bring the
splits
axe
and
over my head and I finally actually hit one of my swings down. Instead of embedding in the stone floor, I just split him in half.
Well done, Orc.
And then Wolfies are gonna attack C.
Big guy, you got one.
Finally! Seems sharpening my axe last night was a good choice. Now Wolfie doesn't get any bonuses or anything on attack, does it?
Yeah, it does. It's in your character sheet under extras. There's should be a wolf character thing that you can click on to show you what it does.
So attack roll though. What was its attack?
Beast bite.
Yeah,
Dirty
bite.
20 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Um,
I figured it was easier for it to be there under you rather. Yeah, just click on it. It shows you
Yeah.
its attacks and all that.
So I've got 2d4. I don't
Yep.
have a d4, do I?
That's
No, that's a
should be a
d4.
little
That's a
triangle.
triangle. Yep,
The pyramid, yeah. +2, so
plus 2. So you got a 3,
it's dead.
5, 6, 7. Yeah. Wolfie hits with
As
7.
the yeah, it had 2, so it had the plus 2 was going to kill it anyway.
Oh, yep.
So as Wolfie lunges in and goes for the wolf, it grabs the ruffian round the neck and gives it a vicious shake as it growls, and he just drops to the ground dead.
Well
Good
done,
Wolfie.
Wolf.
I like reach into my pouch that has the dried meats and gives a couple of pieces of dried meat to Wolfie.
Big guy, can you get my flute while you're there?
I reach down and pick up the flute, but before I give it back to Krieg, I quickly see how well I can play it.
Oh god. Okay. Roll a performance check. Natural 1.
A natural one with a -1.
I've actually got
Can't go lower
plus
than
1 on performance, so I got a 12.
12, so 13. You managed to play the flute better than everyone else has, but to you it sounds terrible. It's not your type of music.
I like just pick it up and throw it back at Small, have it going, you play it, it's trash.
That sounds really good. Where did you learn that?
I picked it up in blue.
Okay. Well, good job, everybody. I think.
That seems to be all of them.
Well, I mean, we cleared one room.
Can I have a look around that room, especially the barrels and the crates and that, for anything?
Okay, roll me an investigation check.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna bother.
Is it that bad?
1. Dirty 1.
Okay. There's barrels with some stuff in it.
Hey guys, there's some barrels with some stuff in it.
After
Be
your
a bit more
disappointment.
specific.
So, do you corpse robbers want to loot these ruffians?
Yep.
Roll me an investigation check.
17.
17. Okay. So the barrels hold the same stuff as the other area. More ale, more salted pork and beef and apples
Salted
and flour.
pork.
Is there anything good in the barrels?
Just sounds like the same stuff that was out in the other room.
You find 3 dirty scarlet cloaks. You're not sure if you want to take those, huh? Okay.
I have a look at the cloaks and see if I can determine if there's anything useful, like if they're magical in any way. Otherwise, I'm just going to leave them there.
They don't seem to be. They look like the cloaks that the Red Brand are wearing. So
I'm simply flabbergasted that big guy didn't find the meat in the barrels. Sitting there shaking my head in disbelief.
I'm
You
now
find-
learning there is meat. I fill out my pouch with salted pork.
you find the first barrel the first person had 16 silver and 7 gold. Second had 12 silver and 5 gold. And the third had 15 EP.
Collect.
Don't know what.
Electrum.
Okay. And 2
It's like
garnets.
Bitcoin, isn't it?
How much is that actually worth? Because I got no idea. I thought it was a spelling mistake for a second there. I'm like, what?
Electrum is the level between gold and silver.
Okay. Well, there you go. There you go.
Half the
Which
value of
equates
pure
to about
gold.
8 gold.
There you go. And 2 garnets that are worth about 10 gold each.
I'm just pocketing all this coin too.
I figured as much.
I have a look around the room for any other ways, like. I look to the others, look around the room, and go, "Is that it?"
Yep, that's all I found. Not much.
Well, shall we keep going then?
Because we haven't found any other way out of this room yet, have we?
You just haven't found the secret door, no.
Must be a way to get further into this manor. Unless it's a lot bigger on the outside than it is on the inside.
It's a very small manor.
Well, we've got 3 dead people. No other doors. I think we should go tell Elmer that we've killed the ruffians?
Do I notice anything carved on the wall, or any cracks, or anything like that?
Roll me an
In the
investigation
stone.
check.
So I actually good at stonework and that sort of stuff, being a dwarf.
I'll give you advantage as well.
Ooh. That was an investigation?
Yep.
18.
18. Okay. Thank goodness for that. You notice up on this wall there is a red brand like an R engraved into the wall.
Yeah, right. Look at that.
What is it, little dwarf?
Some sort of sign. I think that's for the red brand.
Is it so they know that this is their place?
Hmm. Seems a bit suspicious, doesn't it? Don't know.
Is it
Maybe
a
we can
switch or a lever? What happens if we push it?
push it.
You push it, and you push on it, and it gives way.
Oh,
And it opens into another passageway.
Good work, dwarf.
Good find,
Aye.
small dwarf.
there you go. Craig Smallhammer showing his value.
With my shield raised, I walk through into the next room, cautiously peering around.
Okay, so you're doing a perception check while you go in there?
Yep.
Okay, roll me a perception check.
3.
3. It doesn't look suspicious to you at all.
I gather not.
Everything's fine.
I follow Aldo around the corner with Wolfie under my arm. Not bothering to check because I've assumed that Aldo would have seen anything and just following along.
Complete fairness to Uldar, he's like got blood coming down his face into his eyes, and he's wheezing and not having the best day.
Don't look too good there, Uldar.
Faith and steel will protect me, dwarf.
You have all the luck with you.
I think it's a lucky charm for you, Orc, not for me.
Is that how it works? How does it work, little dwarf?
I don't know. I was just joking.
Don't tell him now.
He looks... Big guy looks at you very confused and goes, joking?
I'll tell you later.
Okay. And
Keep going.
I keep on walking. Perhaps I should go in front. Lizard friend.
Be my guest.
And I take the lead and make my way to the door.
So you're walking across. Roll me a acrobatics check.
Oh god. The dwarf did not warn me about traps this time.
How many times do I have to tell you?
Every time.
Every
Have to Tell
time.
him every time.
11.
11. That's a fail. As you walk along the corridor, you trigger a trap that seems to be just loose marble and wood, and you amble into a pit that's hiding under it and fall 20 feet. You take 8 points of bludgeoning damage from the fall.
Am
And
I
land
still
prone.
raging?
You never raged.
I raged at the start of that last fight.
No.
Yeah,
You did at the start.
Yeah,
I did
he
it right
had-
at the start before I kicked open the door.
No, I never heard you. I had no idea you were raging.
Okay, so am I still raging though?
No, because it would have been too
It
long.
would have been too long in between.
Right.
So you would have got to here before you fell. Oh, and Wolfie. How much damage does Wolfie take from the fall?
Oh no.
Now, hang on.
Actually,
You're
I'm
carrying
carrying Wolfie, so do I
Yeah.
take all the damage of Wolfie's
Or
save?
do you land on top of Wolfie and squish Wolfie?
Oh no.
no.
No, don't
Does
do
he
this
bite
to
you
me.
while you're falling.
So,
Wes still watching? Yes, Wes is watching.
Oh no.
so 1 to 10, you have Wolfie safe. 11 to 20, you land on top of Wolfie.
Oh.
An 8.
Yes.
So Wolfie is safe, but Wolfie still takes damage from landing on top of you. It takes 10 points of damage from landing.
What?
top of you.
But wouldn't I
How
have
many?
cushioned the fall from landing?
You were
like-
still holding it as you fell and pulled it into you and slammed it into the ground.
But as I was falling, I would have like grabbed onto Wolfie because I couldn't do anything.
You crushed
I'm
him.
surprised
crushed
I'm surprised the wolf didn't hurt you more when it landed on you.
Actually, that's a good
Panic.
point.
Yeah.
And, yeah, if it took, you said 10 points of
10
damage?
points of damage.
It's on one
That's
health.
true.
1 health.
Once accidentally stood on my dog's tail and it bit me.
And you take an extra 6 points of damage from Wolfie landing on top of you.
Fucking brutal.
Hey, look, you fell 20 feet with a wolf. Were you carrying a wolf?
Oh.
A wolf's not exactly a light thing to carry around when you're falling 20 feet.
It's true. So what do we do now? He's down
I
there.
like call up from the pit. Lizard Fred! He said it was safe.
Do we throw down some rope for him or just leave him there?
I walk up to the edge of the hole and look
Okay,
down.
roll me
through
a
my
acrobatics
bloody
check.
eyes.
Roll me an acrobatics
Acrobatic.
check. Yep.
If we leave him there.
You got a 12.
12, you also fail and fall 20 feet down the hole as well.
Oh no!
On top of it.
Oh shit.
Oh wait, am I going to take more damage from having the lizard man fall on top of me?
Does
Okay.
the wolf cushion my fall?
At this stage, I push the wolf away from me. I see Ulthor like falling towards me and realize there's nothing I can do other way, so I get Wolfie out of the road.
Quick, Older, use your tail.
We don't talk about tails.
So, Uda, you fall and take 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
I'm dead then.
Oh my god.
Crusher, you take an extra point of damage as he lands on top of you.
So 1.
Yeah,
Oh, God.
freaking lucky. So as Uda falls down this hole, he just lands face first, landing partly on top of you, and just ceases to move and breathe.
Oh my
With
god.
his goblin skull sitting on his back.
Lizard friend? Lizard friend? And I slap
Actually, that's a good
slap
point.
the face.
You would have actually landed on top of your wolf as well, and Wolfie is now pancaked underneath Uldar.
How big is he though? I push Wolfie out of the road.
You're in a narrow. It's only
Yeah.
about 6 feet across,
I'm
gap.
a big dragon
He's a
in
dragon
heavy
boy.
armor.
and your wolf is
Uh.
a couple of feet big.
You okay down there, big guy?
Like he's hear me just like shifting his body, going, "What the hell's happening?"
I think he's okay.
I think big guy's more concerned with the wolf than he is with his dead dragon friend.
He can't fit.
I at this stage I have gone over to Wolfie and like trying to see if Wolfie's okay, or then finding him dead. Just then I go over to Ulthor and find him dead.
What do you see down there?
What? So I see it's just literally a hole.
It's a hole. Yep. You see a hole that's got marble and wood rubble coming in, and you see a dead dragonborn next to you and a dead wolf.
I see dead people.
Alright, I think we're going to have to help them somehow. I mean, if you want to, I'm happy to leave right now.
I mean, we could go back to town and see if we can encourage somebody to come up and help us pull them out.
You got a rope? Maybe we could tie it onto something. Throw it in.
Yeah, I've got a 50-foot piece of rope here.
As I say, can I hear them talking?
Roll me a perception check to see if their voices are carrying towards you.
15.
15. You hear some muffled talking about somebody leaving and some rope and
I like yell out, "I have a rope!"
Alright. You want to do this or me? Suppose I should. I'm going to loop
Just
the rope
jump
around
down.
me,
There's
like,
cushioning down here now. There's
try and lower
Waffles
myself
down
down
here.
like an abseil.
I mean, can we find something up the top here that we can attach the rope to so that he could potentially climb out?
Yeah,
roll me an investigation check.
that's what I mean, but we still need to get Uldar.
15?
15. You can find a sturdy enough pillar to wrap a rope around to lower down.
Unless we can tie something onto Uldar and pull him up, maybe.
Well, it is a 50 feet length of rope, so 20 feet down, plus the 5 feet it'll take to wrap around him, plus the, 10, 15 feet. We've got enough.
And that is all, from what you can see, rubble that looks like it's going to cave in underneath you as you walk. You rolled a high enough perception to see it.
Yay.
Is there like a pole or something strong we can attach?
There's a
to
couple
it?
of pillars situated around the room that you can tie off on.
Don't we like tie it around the pole, throw it down, and Big guy, if you can hear me, maybe tie up Uldar. We'll pull him up.
Oh, I mean, we can try to pull him up. I don't know
We'll
about
try
you,
to
but I'm
pull
not
him
the
up.
strongest.
Not
I
bad.
Daniel, come back for me, right?
Sure. You don't see the eye roll as I'm saying it, so you don't catch
Yes. Yes,
the
we will.
sarcasm in my voice.
I wrap the rope around Uldar and... Alright, pull!
Okay. Whoever's pulling on the rope, are you helping them push him out, or what are you going to do, Crusher, during this?
I've gone back to Morn Wolfie.
So you're not helping them lift the body out?
I'm not helping at all.
Okay. So whoever's pulling the body out, roll me a strength check.
Strength check. Athletics.
Yeah. Or strength or athletics, yeah.
With
14.
athletics, I've got 13.
Okay.
14.
So 27 between yous. Between yous, it takes a few minutes, and you have to re-tie the rope off so it doesn't drag him back down straight away. But after a couple of minutes, you manage to drag Uldar's body up.
It's a heavy bastard, that one.
How quick do you have to do spare the dying?
Come on, Uldar. Well, if he's unconscious or dead?
He's unconscious. He
Okay.
didn't die.
Well, has he been making death saves?
Actually, you'd make one now as you're dragging him out. So make me a death save there, Pred.
How do I do that?
Roll a d20.
D20. $17.
Ooh, nice.
That's a save. So you're fine.
Alright, we'll pull him up to where he's like not on the crumbly part of the floor.
Mm-hmm.
And I will cast Cure Wounds on him.
Okay.
You instantly receive 10 hit points back.
And you're back up and lying on the ground with a rope tied around you.
3 campaigns. An oath sworn. And I'm gonna die because of a freaking half-orc.
But did you die?
Not yet, but you're doing your best.
Alright, I'll help untie Uldar. You better get him out of there. Or maybe we leave him, I don't know. I think you killed his wolf.
Well, we'll give him a minute. And if he hasn't sorted himself out by the end of that minute, we'll just take the route back and continue on our way without him.
How much HP do I have now? 1?
10.
10.
10.
Thank you.
You're most
I'm
welcome.
still at the bottom of the hole. Guys? Anybody?
There's a rope. I'm sure you know how to use one.
Oh, did you throw it back down?
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't hear the throw it back down.
Well, we threw it down there once we got it untangled from Ulda, and then leaving you have a minute to mourn your wolf, and then
Okay, sorry, my
notice of
bad.
it.
I
And if you
didn't
don't
hear
take-
the rope.
and if you don't take notice within the minute, then we're going to pull the rope back out and just leave you there.
Okay, I tried to just climb up the rope by myself.
So roll an athletics check.
Oh, God.
The thing that got you into this mess in the first place.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, no
Going
one's
back
helped. Oh,
down there,
yeah.
aren't I?
Athletics or acrobatics, either one. Whatever one's your higher.
5.
Total?
Total. How much am I taking this time, Sam?
You get about 5 feet off the ground before you slip and go back to the bottom. You hear as it
God
sounds like he's
damn
landed.
Tie it around your waist, and we will attempt to pull you up as you climb.
It's a good idea.
I do as told and wrap it around my waist, and I still try to. I actually try to climb up, but I do have Wolfie over my shoulder as I
Okay.
try to like wall climb as they try to. Yeah.
Okay. So
Go, big guy.
are you also helping Pred, or?
I will help. I'm
Alright.
still sworn.
So you three roll a strength check. Crusher, you roll an athletics or acrobatics to climb out. This is a group check to see how.
I got a 4.
I got 4.
If I can do an athletics, yes,
Mhm.
no,
Yeah, yeah.
then it's a 22.
Oh. My athletics is higher than my strength. Should I roll that?
22 for me as well.
Okay, you just pass. After a few
Okay.
minutes, you managed to pull him out with his wolf over his shoulder.
Well, that explains why with the extra person it was so much harder to pull him out.
How you doing there, big guy?
We must give her a proper burial. She died where she lived, under my arm.
That's very sweet, big guy. There's a hole right there.
Easy burial.
Have we got something to light the fire? Actually, I have a tinderbox here. Is there anything, like, can I gather some burnables together to...
There's wood from that collapsed in the hole.
There's
You know
barrels
where,
of ale right in the next room.
You know we're inside a house, big guy. You probably don't want to light a fire in here.
Down the hole should be fine.
Yeah, outside. Realizing you've just taken Wolfie out of the hole. Take her outside and do that.
Okay.
Listen to the elf orc.
I proceed to start, like, somberly walking back out the way we came. And back upstairs to go outside and light the fire.
While you are doing this, you can take a short rest and we'll take a break for a few minutes.
Sounds good.
All right.
Let's take a break here.
Is he coming on?
Welcome back, everybody. We back. We've had a bit of a break. Stretched legs and all that. And we're ready to go again. So, on to the Mr. Soap.
You have just taken a short rest after pulling Uldar and a big guy out of a 20-foot hole that you completely missed investigating. What are you going to do
During
now?
this short rest, I've gone outside and built a bit of a pyre and lit the pyre for Wolfie and said a few words like, I didn't know you long, Wolfie, but you're always there. You're right on my arm. And then I'll come back down, rejoin the group.
Okay.
Wolf must have meant a lot to him considering he's not trying to eat it.
Or is he?
No,
We'll
I've
see
got
if
dried meat, so I don't need fresh meat right now.
We'll save that for later.
But I come back with like a small keg of ale from the other room under my arm and popped open. Drinking my sorrows away.
Because I didn't really need to have much of a break because I didn't really take any damage. I while I was in the room with the guys looting them, I got back my arrows, and while big guy is putting Wolfie to rest, I've gone for a wander around the building just to see if there are any other entrances.
So you still down the bottom or up the top? Are you still down here in the cellar area?
Yeah, we came back out where my wolf is sitting at the moment. I went back outside that way and walked around the building.
Okay. From your walk around, you didn't find any other entrances to go in.
Well, this looks like we have to try and get over that hole if we're going to stay and continue looking.
Now that you know where it is, you can avoid it. You have mapped it out as such.
Does it take up the whole
Excellent.
hallway, or
There is space on either end to skirt around it without having to jump over or something.
big guy? I think you're going to need to jump this one. Just joking. just joking. Don't jump it. Don't jump it.
Big guy looks at you and go, I still don't understand this joking. And like takes
Oh
a
my
step
God.
back, ready to get it run up.
No, stop.
I
Stand
block his block his path. No big
Be
guy.
Very careful around this hole.
No jumping.
Perhaps I can toss you across.
Walk
Oh,
around
God.
the edge.
Watch how I do it and do it like me. Walk around the edge of the hole, hopefully not taking any checks and falling into it.
You just know where it is, so
Yep, excellent.
you've been down there once before.
Fall across, and yeah.
I know the hole intimately.
Sure you do. All
Don't
right.
talk about the hole or the tail.
I mean, you wouldn't remember much of the hole, would you? Except for the fall.
I remember squishing something at the bottom.
All right, I'm going to shimmy
Was
across.
that your payback for the tail?
There's no payback. Can I hear anything in the next room through this door?
Roll me a perception check.
14?
14. You, from listening to the door, you don't hear anything.
Given my previous investigation skills, I heft my shield and cautiously open the door going through anyway, despite not hearing anything.
What is it, Eldar? What do you see?
See some sarcophagi.
Are your eyes open this time?
My eyes have always been open. It's a question of how much blood is in them.
Hey, Eldar, I know where you might get a new tail.
We don't talk about the tail, and I'm pretty sure if you suggest a wolf, you're going to have problems with an orc.
I'm pretty sure the tail's burnt away by now.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
still one wolf left. Still one tail available.
And she's actually been listening to you, and you hear a bit of a growl from her because she understands what you're saying.
I'm surprised.
So I look through the door behind Aldor, and learning from my previous mistake, I check for traps.
Okay, check for traps. Roll an investigation check.
17.
17. There's no traps.
Looks like we've got 2 doors.
You do notice... No, you don't notice anything. Yeah.
Orc and the dragon are incapable of noticing anything. Ever.
I'm going to just walk to the front of the room, look at the doors, and go, which way?
Okay, so as you approach the doors... Surprise!
Oh my god. What's that?
3 skeletons animate and come to life.
these red brand are sharing with the dead.
Skeletons. I don't
Put them
like
back
that
in their
at
cell.
all.
Put them back in their sarcophagus.
They are not meant to be alive.
So
We can fix this.
roll initiatives.
That would be, I think, an 18.
11.
18.
18, 11 for Uldar. Dirty 20 for Seraphina and for Craig.
16.
16. So, as you approached the doors, these 3 skeletons rise up from the floor and, noticing you, immediately assume a combat position and start to attack you. Skeleton A manages to go first. Sorry, Skeleton B. And he's going to swipe at big guy there. See me how big guy is right in front of him. So what do we get? A short sword, melee attack. Natural 20 plus 4, so that is 24 to hit.
Yeah, definitely.
So 1d6, which is doubled, so that is 10 plus 2, that is 12 points of piercing damage.
Ouch.
It's a good thing he leveled up this time.
And that is the end of its turn. And it is Seraphina's turn.
Seeing that Skeleton A has taken a swing at Big Guy, I am...
B did.
Oh, B was it?
It was B.
Ah,
It was the one
okay.
in front of him.
Alright, well, seeing that they're definitely attacking, I am going to...
Hail
shoot
of thorns.
I'm going to shoot an arrow at Skeleton A.
Okay.
Wait, there's nothing added to that?
She can do
No.
it after she's
How about a
shot.
fireball?
That's a 26 to hit.
Well, that definitely hits. Frickin' hell. Skeleton A. Okay.
That's 6 piercing damage.
6 piercing damage. Okay.
And then my wolf is going to go over and attack the same one.
Okay.
$14.
14 hits. Just.
Nine piercing damage.
As you let go with your longbow, your shot fires straight and true, straight into the skull of the skeleton, and your wolf follows up with a vicious attack, grabbing into its ribcage and ripping it apart as the skeleton just collapses in on itself as it is torn apart. So that's the end of your turn.
Yep.
Big guy, it's your turn.
Alright, so Skeleton A is gone. After getting hit so savagely, I'm going to rage.
That's your last rage for the day, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Well, what choice I got? So I rage, hefting my great axe, attack Skeleton B.
Okay.
Natural
your
20.
Okay. What sort of damage is that?
Great axe is
Piercing.
okay.
Piercing,
Hold on, it doesn't really tell me.
Might be slashing.
Yeah, slashing.
Okay. So roll your dice,
Let's see how brutally he dies.
if it dies. Good roll, 2.
This would be 12. 6, It's a double dice roll or
Double your dice and then add on everything else afterwards.
15.
15. So that was at B.
Does it be?
So as you pull up your axe and swing straight and true and smash the skeleton bee, you take out the head and then bring it back on itself and take its ribcage out from under it, and it just collapses into a pile of bones on the floor. Yeah, plus rage damage as well, so you kill
Oh,
it.
that was a 17 then. Yeah.
Nice work, big guy.
You're not moving.
I may take a step back behind Ulthor and behind his shield.
Okay. As you take a
Skeleton
step back, the
takes-
skeleton's going to take its attack of opportunity against you as you move
Oh,
away
of
from it.
course it is.
DMB is you into that one.
Natural 20 from the skeleton. Apparently I'm going to crit you to death tonight. So that is 2 times 2, that is 4 plus 2, that is 6 damage. Reduced to half to 3 because you're raging.
Yep.
That is your turn now.
That's my turn.
Craig, your turn.
Oh my god.
Ouch.
I'm gonna point at the remaining skeleton. My eyes are gonna turn black, and you hear the ringing of a church bell. I'm gonna say, "Get out of here, you skeleton filth!" And cast Toll the Dead,
Okay.
which is a wisdom save.
13 plus
That
minus 1.
passes.
Sorry,
Oh.
12.
It's a save of 12.
So that is a success.
So sadly, nothing happens
Nothing
except we hear
happens.
some bells.
I'm gonna pick up my flute and play a sad noise on it.
Alright. That's your turn, you're moving.
It's gonna sound like this.
You try to make that sort of sound, it just sort of comes across as a bit of a screech that's really sad. You're not moving. That is Skeleton C's turn. Skeleton C is going to take a attack at Uda there. There's an 8 plus 4, so there's 12. I believe that's a miss, and it's going to stay there.
Yep.
Udar, it is your turn.
Alright. How do I just declare that I'm using Divine Smite? Doesn't say that there's like a roll to activate it or anything.
You
I
just
think you
use it
can.
after
I think you
hit.
can. Yeah, I think after you hit, you declare that you're using it.
Alright, okay, so let's use my war pick.
Mm-hmm.
15.
That hits.
Okay.
So now you can say you're using your Divine Smite as well.
Okay, so I use Divine Smite.
That's javelin damage you just rolled.
Find it again now. Here it is. So I gotta roll 2d8 for the radiant damage.
Yep.
Okay, is the I got a 6. Oh yeah, oops, sorry. Javelin damage. Yeah, thanks, man.
So your weapon is
Okay, we're
on
starting at 6, and then 8, 3, that's up to 9. Can I roll more than 1d8 on this thing, or 4, so 13,
13.
and then I'm assuming that a skeleton is undead,
It is.
so I get another 1d8 against undead. We're going all out to kill this, so 18 damage total.
18 damage. As you pull back your war pick and infuse it with the holy energy, you see it strike this skeleton in the head, and it just gets turned to dust as the power of the light fills it, and it just dissipates in a shower of dust in front of you.
Back to the void, fiend.
And that is everything dead.
Happy
Nice
Uldar.
Uldar, you smashed it.
Finally.
I'm like take a knee next to the sarcophagus, just breathing heavy, blood
How much?
just like rushing
health
from
has big guy got?
my body.
Would you like a little prayer, big guy?
Perhaps it would be nice.
If I was to shoot him right now, just with my damage alone before adding the dice, he would be dead.
Okay, so he doesn't have much health.
I
I'm
have
on
a plus
2.
3 to damage.
You're
I'm on 2.
Okay.
2 natural
much?
20s against you is pretty rough.
How much health do you give back, Dwarf? Okay, how is your healing for him?
You have to be unconscious, but I can give back a full
I
dice.
can lay hands.
If you
Give
can
him back
maybe
10.
It's always quicker to knock him out than bring him up again.
Yeah, I feel like maybe Seraphina should practice her archery a little bit.
I can do that. Do we do that?
I just look at Seraphina and go, "You
Big
shoot
guy's
me
very
enough
confused.
already. Just do it."
Oh, this is the most interesting heal. So,
I love
That's a
prayer
23 to hit.
big guy.
Yeah,
that
that
hits.
definitely hits. I am down.
Straight in the eye.
Now, does my
10
relentless
damage.
endurance activate automatically, or can I choose not to activate it?
Oh, it activates automatically. Oh, I forgot about that.
well,
So I come
well,
back at 1 health.
So-
You do.
You need to shoot him again, Elf.
Shoot him
You can
again.
Do it properly this time.
just picturing that Boromir scene.
He's got an arrow in one eye, and now she's putting an arrow in the other eye.
24 to hit.
Definitely in the other eye.
I am.
Just don't-
Now, do I have
Just
to
don't
do
do more damage than his maximum HP.
That's a 10 again.
Yep. Now, do I have to do a death saving throw?
No.
No.
Goes down.
Okay. I'm down.
Cure wounds, you got 10 HP.
I pull out the arrows from his eyeballs, hand them back to Seraphina.
Thank you.
Problem. Well done. I've wanted to do that for years.
Nobody else go down, alright?
With 10 HP, do you want me to lay hands as well? Take him up to 20? Or should I save it?
It's up to you. I've got one left. So,
Given he comes to the front with me, I'll give him 10 HP. I'll use my lay on hands.
you probably need it now because he's lost his rage.
Yeah. Well, he needs his eyeballs back.
I may be
anyway, so-
extremely exhausted and have used
He's
up
had
my
an angry day.
endurance.
It's been emotional for him. He lost his wolf.
Damn. What time of day is it?
By the time you investigated the other place and then went and talked to the provisioner and then came back here, midday-ish, bit after. Why?
I'm just thinking maybe I suggest we head back to town and let everybody have a rest because been through a lot today. Maybe come back when we're a little more less mournful.
But
It's been very
But-
emotional.
if we leave, surely they'll be gone by the time we get back.
Both very good points. Plus, are we sure we can even get back?
Surely the middle-aged woman and the 2 children shouldn't be too far away. They have to be here somewhere.
Hey, he's got a point. Maybe we should vote on it. What do you think?
So, what are your passive perceptions?
14.
12.
Passive perception 10.
10 for both big guy and Ulda.
You, Seraphina, hear a faint, muffled, crying out sound.
Am I able to determine what it might be?
It's close by, is the best that you can make out.
I think it's big guy.
Well, I can hear something like a cry of some sort. I guess we could go and check it out.
I think we have to.
Sounds like a plan.
What's the worst that could happen?
You had to say it.
I've
You know,
already
it's like-
fallen down a hole, died, been carted back up, manhandled. I've got a goblin skull on my buttocks. I have to listen to you complain about your wolf being dead. Nothing worse could possibly happen.
Left door or right door?
Left
Which way
or
did the
right?
sound come from?
Can I determine which direction the sound came from?
Came from the right.
I would suggest possibly the right. Maybe it was muffled.
Right door it is.
Don't forget to check for traps this time.
I leave
See?
that to the big guy.
See, I said it that time.
Before I move, I check for traps.
Okay, roll me an
And while,
investigation check.
while we're checking the door, I'm going to be looting the skeletons.
Okay, skeletons don't have much on them. Actually,
Um,
skeletons don't have anything on them.
8 investigation.
Yeah, you don't find any traps.
There's no traps this time.
I try and listen through the door again.
That's very good. I believe you. I'll step back a bit.
Can I hear anything in the next room?
You hear faint screaming coming
Faint
in
screaming.
weeping.
Alright, well, hefting my shield, I slowly push on the door and walk through.
Okay.
And check for traps.
Well, there's no point in checking for traps.
No point checking for traps.
Nope.
Just assume I'm gonna roll a 0. There we go. It's a
There's the
trap!
It's a trap, just not the type you were expecting.
Right, I was prepared for this.
Yeah.
Locking the door. Got my shield up. I'm ready.
Okay. I'm not quite, because I have to redo the encounters.
Are you familiar with our flanking maneuver?
Ruffians, there's only 2 of them.
You can find another way into this room. You can flank away.
A
That's
flanking
what they're
maneuver.
doing. That's what they're doing to you right now.
That encounter.
What they're doing to me is dying.
Okay.
Introducing to my war pick.
Roll
You got
initiatives.
this. You got this, Eldar.
I got a whopping 6.
Let me know if you need some help.
I got a 3.
Yeah.
13?
So, tell me again, sorry.
6.
6 for big guy. Seraphina,
13?
13. Yoda,
3.
3. Craig,
9.
9. And they are wherever they are. Oh, they beat the shit out of you apparently for initiative. Okay. So, as you come charging through the door, the red brand A is going to take a swipe at you. It's a 12 plus 4, 16 to hit.
I've got 18 armor.
That's a miss. That's a 16 to hit. So that also misses. He's going to stay there. Ruffian B is going to take a double attack at you again as well. That rolled it. So that's 18 to hit.
Yep.
And that is a 6 to hit. So 18 hit you?
Yep, armor class 18.
Yep, so that hits. So that is 1d6. That is a 3. So that's 5 damage for you.
5 damage.
He's going to stay where he is. Seraphina?
I'm going to shoot him with an arrow. Ruffian B, because that's the one I can see.
Yep.
It's an 18 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
That's 10 piercing damage.
10 piercing damage. As you let loose with the arrow, it goes into his shoulder, digging in quite a bit. You're not moving, the wolf doing anything?
I don't know the wolf can actually get through the door, can it?
I mean, he could go through the legs of a big guy and he'll whatever it wants to. He could squeeze his way through.
Yeah, I might squeeze her into the same spot that big guy's on. And she'll also take an attack at Ruffian B.
Okay.
And that is a nat 20.
Oh, jeez. Yep. Roll your damage. Crazy wolf.
Seven piercing damage.
7 piercing damage. So the wolf in rage from earlier, from seeing the corpse of one of its dead friends, lunges up at Ruffian B and tears its throat out, and he collapses to the ground.
She reminds me of Wolfie.
That is Seraphina and the wolf. Craig, your turn.
Craig, hey, it's my time. I'm going to attempt to cast Sacred Flame
Okay.
on the remaining ruffian.
So do you have to hit or do I have to dodge?
Deck save.
Deck save. Yeah. Ooh. That is a 17.
God damn it.
17 plus 2, that is a 19.
Yes, it saves.
Saving all your spells today.
Well, my cantrips.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it.
That's fine. I'll just wait. I'll wait.
You really haven't done much this time, have you? A bit of healing.
I healed 2 of those bastards.
Big guy's turn.
I am going to swing at Ruffian A.
Okay.
Nat 1.
That one. You still have blood from the wolf covering your eyes partly as you swing wildly and completely miss the ruffian. You're not moving?
No, I'm saying right there.
You sure?
I'm not getting DM tricked this time.
Hey, like, it was a genuine question to ask if you were moving and
You sure you don't want to attack us?
Stay behind the shield. You'll be fine.
Uda, your turn.
I raise my war pick. Get ready to smash it through the skull of Ruffian A.
Okay.
14.
14 is a hit.
Okay, time for some divine smiting action. Find it again. We'll learn these eventually.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's only your second session. You're doing well.
Is Divine
definitely
Smite a spell or a cantrip?
It's a spell.
Spell.
You're going to use it a couple of times per fight, per long
Per
rest.
day. Yep.
Yep.
So that would be both of your spell slots. Right.
This will be it for using it probably.
Yeah, this is the last one. So that's 17. $24.
It's dead.
Dead.
Don't bother
As-
rolling anymore, it's
yeah.
dead.
That's enough. As you bring your warhammer into the skull of Ruffian A and infuse it with light, holy light, you just see his body infuse and it just like shreds out of him. And that is it for this room. Yeah.
Happy dragon noises.
And as you're doing these happy dragon noises, you hear some whimpering and crying from inside the room that you're in there.
Not so happy now, are you?
Probably send someone more agreeable in appearance to investigate than an angry dragon.
I will
covered in
pass all
blood.
four and go to investigate the sounds.
My wolf wanders in, sort of on her belly, to not be threatening, and go and investigate.
Okay. You find up in the north area, you find two women chained up and naked up here, and you find a male down here.
I move back to the door to stand watch while the others go
Sorry,
inside.
they're in plain grey tunics. Sorry.
I'll ask them if they're the people we're looking for. Are you the carpenter's wife?
You see the woman looks up, surprised to see an elf, and she starts nodding vigorously.
All right. I'll tell the others to assist me to.
You notice that
free-
there is a pile of clothes in between the two cells.
Yeah,
Can I
have
search
a
through
look.
the clothes for anything?
Are you going to search through captive's clothes?
Well, I don't know it's a captive's clothes. I'm looking just for anything in general that might give us clues as to what's going, like... Just seeing if there's anything in there of interest.
Roll an investigation check. And what were you doing as?
I was going to get the others to assist me to release these people from behind the bars that they're in, and remove any bonding that they have.
They have a iron collar around each of their necks, chained up to the wall.
And I've got a 3.
Don't find anything worth taking or
It
anything.
wasn't so much taking, it was more like just
I know.
anything of interest.
Is there any way you could undo these collars?
Are they soft enough for me to just walk up and break them?
Possibly. Or there might be a
At
key
least-
on a ruffian body.
Yeah, investigate the bodies.
While Seraphina
Because
investigates the bodies, I am going to go
first
into...
thought is to go and snap the collars rather than look for a key. I can deal with this.
22 with
I
net
am
20.
going to try and break the first, like, the chain off the collar.
Okay,
God.
roll me a strength check for that. And sorry, what was that?
A 22 with net 20.
Yeah, you find a key easy enough.
22.
22. It breaks off. The collar's still attached around his neck. But you've broken the chain off the wall.
There, you're free.
Try these. Use these keys to take them off, and I throw the keys over to you. You do know how to use a key in a lock, don't you?
So they compared to, like... Because these are just humans, aren't they?
Mm-hmm. So
No,
your
so
key
KB.
in your hand is really tiny.
It's really tiny. I, like, look at Little Dwarf and go, perhaps you are easier at, like, using these.
I'll give it a shot. I'll attempt
Easy
to
enough.
unlock the restraints.
They with the key they unlock easy enough after a few seconds.
Did I find anything else on the ruffians except the keys?
You found 3 gold on each of them. That was it.
I go to the mail that we're
Which is
undoing. It's like,
room.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
It's
who
a-
are you?
It's a kid about 6-7 years old.
Oh, it's a kid. Okay.
While they're interrogating the prisoners, I'm going to go back out into the other room and have a look through the sarcophagus.
Roll
Who
the
are
investigation
you?
check.
Investigation, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
19.
19. Okay. In each of the sarcophaguses, you find a platinum signet ring. So you find 3 platinum signet rings, worth 50 gold each. As being a little loot goblin here.
No sanctity for the dead.
I'm still waiting for the kid to answer me who he is.
The kid's looking up at you, scared, wide-eyed, and just trembling.
What's your name?
He does not speak well. You hear from across in the other captive chamber.
I like look over and remember the fact there's other people in here and come on, little dwarf, we should go let them out too.
All right.
As you go into the other room, you see a middle-aged human male and a younger human female, probably late teens, mid to early teens. Sorry.
I'll let you out there, lass. Laddie. Unlock their restraints.
Thank you for that.
What's your name? Where are you from?
I'm Miranda. Myrna. I am the woodcarver's wife.
Oh, been looking for you.
Have been.
Yeah, I think so.
People noticed you were missing.
It's good to know that some in town will miss us, or if we were gone for too long.
You feeling all right there? Look a bit banged up.
It has been a harrowing experience the last few days.
Aye.
What happened?
They killed my husband and kidnapped us. Threw us in here and chained us up.
Do you know why?
My husband stood up to them and wouldn't give in to their leader's demands.
Wait. You seen the leader?
None of us has seen him. We do know he's here in the manor somewhere.
Really? good
We
to know.
have not left this room since we got brought in here. And he is a wizard who has these tall, furry monsters with big ears working for him.
He's a wizard.
I point over to Elf as like, those kind of ears.
That is not furry.
So he points down to the wolf instead.
I was going to say, I go to wolves or something like that.
And that is not tall.
Clearly, we're looking for a tall dog person.
I've heard tales of werewolves.
It might very well be werewolves, but I'm not sure.
It's definitely a werewolf. It's always a werewolf.
Do we have any silver?
You've probably got silver coins in your bag.
I will throw
Or
the
maybe
coins
that's
at
just
them.
me.
I reckon Seraphine's got a fair bit of silver on her.
And some platinum and some gold.
How many silver do you have on you?
Do you want to know?
Considering I've only been paid in gold.
And dried meat.
I have a couple of silver on me.
What has the elf been hiding from us?
Not hiding.
It's alright,
Elf.
maybe next time she'll shout us a drink.
How much money do you have in your pouch, elf?
A couple of gold.
Okay.
It's the bird that's the bookie. Bird's swimming in gold.
You can roll an insight check if you want.
The bird's got so much gold. The bird is currently drunk at the tavern in a bird bath of ale, unable to come with us.
And you can insight check as if you want to see how much, if she's telling the truth about only having a couple of gold.
I trust the elf.
Sure, I'll go to insight check.
I don't really care. All I care about is beer.
Yeah, 3. I believe her.
From a certain point of view, she has only a couple of gold.
Yeah. Perhaps we should keep looking for this wizard.
Well, what are we going to do with these people now?
We should escort
Can
them back
make
to
our
safety first.
If you have taken care of the guards here, we can make our way out easy enough.
Take your clothes.
Hey.
Watch the hole on the floor
Yeah.
on your way out.
Watch out for that big hole. You'd have to be a right idiot to fall in there.
It's only gotten 3 of us.
And pay respect to the pyre as you walk out the door.
Don't take its tail.
We don't talk about tails.
Okay.
Oh yes, I forgot.
When you get out, come and find us in the inn. And we might be able to tell you where you can find a treasure for helping rescue us.
Treasure?
Wait, where's the treasure?
I can tell you once you're safely back at the inn later.
Why can't you tell us now? Can I
I
try to
am
intimidate?
cold, hungry,
Big guy, the
and
trauma
being
canceller.
trapped in here for days.
Let her go. You tell us about the treasure later. It's fine.
I do not recall exactly where it is at this stage.
It'll be fine, big guy. We'll get paid later.
Just want to be paid.
We're getting a large keg this time.
Only large to you. To me, it's a medium keg.
Well,
So we check the other door.
Check the other door. I'm ready to reach. Got my shield up. Waiting for the rest of the party to push through.
So that door is unlocked. You can go through it easily, no problem.
Are you ready, dwarf?
ready to fight a wizard? Always.
I like
with shield.
whisper in Orthla's ears before he goes to the door, just like, check for traps.
Check for traps. He's learning. I slowly walk into the next room and check for traps.
Roll me an investigation check.
I honestly don't know why you get me to check for traps. Big guy.
Guidance.
4.
Looks clear.
Looks clear to me.
You
Yeah,
can lead
D4
this
to
time, I
guidance.
call out from behind the door.
Plus a d4 is, yeah.
Oh, well, I keep moving up to the next door.
Okay.
Wary of traps, but unable to see any.
And as you go to try the next door to your right, it is locked.
Locked door. Big guy, have you got a universal key to open this door?
I tap my shoulder and go, yes. Walk up the hallway.
Was there a key on the keyring that Craig was holding that might open it?
Do you have a key? Don't know if it's for that door though. Here you go. Have a go.
So, are giving the key over?
I'll toss it to Uldar. 'Cause I don't know if it's for that door though. Here you go. Have a go. Have a go.
So, are giving the key over? 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 So, are giving
Alright,
So,
well,
Don't,
I try
don't
the key.
trust the big guy with the key.
No
the-
comment.
You put the key into the door and it unlocks.
How disappointing. I lift my
Yeah.
shield and slowly open the door and head in the next room, checking for traps.
Roll me an investigation check.
Well, I have a feeling that's now going to be a
Right.
recurring theme.
Guidance.
Guidance, so add a d4 to your roll.
D4. 10.
10. There is no traps. And as you walk through the door, racks of weapons line the walls of this chambers, including spears, swords, crossbows, and bolts. A dirty dozen red cloaks hang from hooks by the door.
Weapons room. Armory.
So, is there any great swords or anything like that?
There is. Oh, if you want to know exactly what
I
to
wanna-
do, roll
I
an
wanna look-
investigation
yeah.
check.
I want to look and see what weapons are there.
Mhm.
17.
17. Okay. So you have somehow in your weapons knowing you have counted out 12 spears, 6 short swords, 4 long swords, 6 light crossbows, and 8 quivers holding 20 crossbow bolts each. Seems they have plans to expand their numbers in the future.
Good news is, if the weapons are here, then not on the red brand.
I
And-
look around a bit disappointed, going, I was really. I want a new shiny axe. This
And-
one's been a bit. Sorry.
As you were also looking through all that stuff, you found a hidden switch that you can pull.
I pull the switch.
Of course you do.
You-
And you hear,
yeah.
and you hear a door sliding open somewhere else.
Sounds like a trapdoor. Big guy?
Just quick question. Short swords. They count as a single hand weapon, don't they?
Mhm.
Are any of them, better than others? They're all the same quality? Or...
All the same. They're stock standard equipment for filling out just random troops.
Well, I take my war pick and cut the string of every crossbow in the room, sabotage them.
I was going to
Then-
say I wouldn't mind one of them crossbows.
Well,
Never mind.
yeah, should have said it sooner.
That's fine.
I call out to everyone. I think I found something as I
You
pulled
don't
that
hit
level.
anything anyway, do you, dwarf? So it doesn't matter.
Ouch. I'll
Do
remember
we-
that next time you need healing.
Next time I fall down a hole,
Do we notice where that door opened, or
And whereabouts are you standing?
where was the switch? I'm at the switch.
And I'm
So-
back in the room with the sarcophago.
You see that this is now open up here.
Guys, I
Good
did
news.
a thing.
well done, big guy.
We'll go
So-
check it out then.
Seraphine is probably thinking, "Oh no, not again."
Seraphine is in the very back corner, or 2 rooms away.
Hearing him go, "Oh shit, I've got
Craig
to do
is
this."
heading there now as well.
I go through the door and look for traps.
Okay, roll me an investigation check.
Okay, I'm not gonna count that one because that's 11.
11. Well. Let's see. Okay. So. This area is the north end of a large natural cavern, but it has been finished with dressed stone rock walls and a flagstone floor. Several barrels are stored against the walls here, along with a number of empty crates, straw for packing, hammers, pry bars, and nails. The cavern continues for some distance to the south. You can make out several passages that open up to the larger caverns and what looks like a deep pit or crevice in the floor. With your roll, you notice that there is 2 secret doors as well. There is no traps,
Where are the doors?
and
Secret doors.
you also find that there is about 30 beaver pelts. They're worth about 2 gold each.
It'd be a place worth coming back to and gathering the weapons and stuff and selling them. Well, 1 or 2 pieces might not be worth much. Add it all up, be a decent amount.
Perhaps we should go see if we can borrow the cart again.
Well, it doesn't care where the money comes from.
Between all the salted pork, the ale, we could get a fair bit on a wagon.
You could open a grocery store.
Hey, that doesn't sound too bad.
So where were the secret doors I saw?
There and there.
I relay this information to everybody else.
I think we're better off going through the secret doors and crossing the large open cavern.
Perhaps. I yell down, what does the dwarf think?
Check for traps.
I did!
Alright.
To check the door.
I head to the door and try to listen through the door.
You don't hear anything.
Hear anything? Alright, hefting my shield carefully, I slowly push open the door and head into the room, checking for traps.
Tracks. Roll investigation check.
I
Oh,
rolled the wrong thing.
Are you two, Seraphina and Craig, staying way back there?
I
You
got a
catching up?
5.
You don't notice anything?
Don't know
Yeah.
what we doing.
It's the story of my life.
I mean, I guess we can go up to the doorway.
Alright.
We haven't triggered anything yet, so you should be safe. Starting to remind me of mine clearance drills.
That's pretty much what it is.
Yeah. I head to the next door. Prep my
I'm
shield,
falling behind.
slowly open the door and walk into the next room.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll my check for traps.
I mean, it'd be a lot faster if you just ran in
1.
screaming, like I said.
Well, you don't notice any traps, but
Waiting for
But
the
it
roll
is
for
trapped.
initiative.
Come at me, you red brand ruffians. This is where there's a killer werewolf wizard sitting in this room now, right?
yeah, just give me a second to get this ready.
There's 2 killer werewolf wizards.
2 killer werewolf wizards. I'm glad I have a shield.
This.
When does the spells slots come back? Is it
After
a
a
long rest.
short rest, long rest? Okay.
Depends on your class.
I mean, someone did try to get us to have a long rest before, but we kind of got sidetracked again.
There was gold, ale, and dried meat. You weren't resting.
And a screaming woman.
And a screaming woman. Everything a half-orc needs.
The hell do I? Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out because this is the boss room. So
Of
What?
course it is.
There is a werewolf wizard.
I knew it.
Same thing as soon as I knew there was secret doors, I'm like, I bet you this is the boss room that we're going to sneak in the back of.
Don't worry, I've got a war pick. I'm ready to go.
I'm just trying.
This is where we pack out right now.
Yeah,
So
what
we
did
go, every man for themselves, and run out the
Big Guy
door.
do on the first door? He like opened it, saw enemy in there, and then just shut the door.
Oh. As was up front there, she just slowly walked away.
Okay, so it is.
Greg Smallhammer's not even. He's in back at the armory.
I'm looking at these weapons. I'm trying to find a good crossbow.
What happened to all the crossbows? The strings
Seem to be
all been
broken for
snapped.
some reason.
Sorry, this is taking so long.
No, you're right.
You know, I don't blame you. I blame the orc for finding the back way into this room. It's like, what are the chances
one
of
time
that
I actually
happening?
roll a high fucking investigation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so it's just going to be
I
that.
go through the doors and you can go through the walls.
Exactly.
Okay. So I guess it's just this. Okay. Whatever. Okay. So whereabouts are we?
I am right with the.
So it's just going to be a generic ruffian. It is not a ruffian though. It's going to be him. He's just at the end of his bed there. So it is not a ruffian. It is a mage. I cannot be bothered uploading a picture quickly for him. And I was
You're
hoping to find the actual name character, which is why it took so long. He's not actually there.
Does it have wolf ears on?
Is it a werewolf?
No, it's a human.
Is it Larno?
Yeah, it's Lano.
Is it innocent persona?
Going to die. That's what it is.
Big guy, you should go talk to him. He might teach you a few spells.
Okay, so
Spell of
The
heal
walls of this-
myself.
the walls of this bed chamber are covered with drapes of scarlet cloth. The furnishings include a small writing desk with matching chair and a comfortable-looking bed, and a wooden chest at the foot of the bed. Sitting at the desk is a short, dark-bearded human, male in robes, studying a tome. He wears a princely mantle of Irmai. A beautiful glass staff leans against his chair within easy reach.
It's Glassstaff.
So-
He lives up to his name.
I'm gonna put him there just so he's not immediately.
He'll pay for his crimes against whatever village we're from.
Phandelver?
Take your word for it. Can't remember.
You think it's Phandelver? That was many beers ago.
Alright. So roll initiative.
Yep. 12.
What if you want to talk to him?
You can try to talk to him if you want.
I don't think we're getting a choice here, dwarf.
Sorry, what were people's rolls?
12.
12. Serafina.
13.
Craig.
13.
And Jordan. 13 as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a good sign.
Start. So, as both Udar and Big Guy have gone through this secret passage they've managed to find randomly, they have startled the mage who was sitting at his desk studying the tomb. And Craig, it is your turn.
My turn.
Yep. Apparently you have the high dexterity of the three of you who are all tied.
Oh my god.
That's how it worked for the initiative tracker, so.
Um,
Yeah, I know that's really confusing as, but
That's yeah.
impossible.
Like I have a +3 to initiative.
Use
Okay.
it, yeah. You three are equal, and he put him first for some reason.
Apparently, you need a +4.
Okay.
There's a feat for that, right?
I'll say, hey there, wizard man. What you doing?
Hey there, wizard man.
What am I doing? What are you doing barging into my place like this?
Just rescuing some people, you know?
So you're cutting into my profits.
Profits.
That's your turn. Done for talking.
Fine.
Serafina, your turn after that.
Glad you sorted that out, dwarf.
I
glad
don't
that
have
talk
line
was
of
worth
sight from where I am, do I?
Been very helpful.
No, because that between big
Yeah,
guy
we
and
had to
Craig is a
go
wall.
there, and then we had to go up here.
Yep. I am going to stay where I am because if I go into that room, I am going to be attacking with disadvantage because I've got my longbow and that's the only thing that makes any damage.
And your wolf.
She's likely to get killed if she goes in there.
So you're not sending her?
No, she's going to stay here.
Your
about
wolf's
the team?
growling as you tell her to stay with you. Grrr. Udar, your turn.
Alright. Time to get a war pick going.
Go.
Move up.
Mhm.
F my war pick.
Mm-hmm.
Bring it down.
Go for it.
8.
Miss. As you bring your war pick up, you see the mage moves faster than you were expecting out of the way of your pick coming down. That's your turn?
Yep.
Big guy?
I'm going to move to here. Basically, like pushing the desk out of the road
Mm-hmm.
and swing with my great axe.
Jump on top of the deck. Extra height.
9.
9, that's a miss.
Yeah.
So that's your move and your attack.
Mm-hmm.
So it is the mage's turn. Nasty stuff with this. Oh, yes, we are so doing that. So, he is going to turn and look at you, Yulda. See how you just attempted to smack him upside the head with a mace. He is going to attempt to charm you, so you must make a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw. 3.
So you are charmed.
Excellent.
And until the spell ends, or until my companions do anything harmful to you, you are friendly to him now. So you now have to attack your friends.
Excellent. I've been waiting for this moment.
And he can't back out at the moment, and that's going to be his turn.
So, can
Yes.
I whack, just on my next turn, can I whack him and get him out of the charm, or no? No.
He's charmed until I attack him,
Righto.
or my minions attack him. Craig, it is your turn.
Oh no.
I like to see what's going on around me going, get in here, little dwarf! Elf!
Does that mean Uldar will take an attack of opportunity against me now? Is he
Yeah.
an enemy?
As far as you know, no. You didn't see it happen.
Oh my god.
I'll be gentle.
Alright. Gonna run away. Is that like the entrance to the room?
So down here is the entranceway. Hang on, I'm on the wrong layer, am I?
That one. So you have to
down
go
there's the
yeah,
entranceway,
down
and then the
there,
entranceway is up there.
up there.
So am I like? That's like the entrance, like looking
Yeah,
into
that's
the
a-
room from there.
Yeah, that's looking into the room now.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to attempt to toll the dead.
Okay. So I have to do a save.
Yeah, wisdom save.
You should be good at that, you'd think, wouldn't you?
So mage.
Yeah. Wisdom +3 for a grand total of 9.
Oh, well that's good. I was not expecting that to work. That's really good.
Damn it.
He hasn't
Has he-
taken any damage though, has he?
No.
So it's
It's
only a
alright,
D8.
It's alright, you'll still take some. That is 4 points of necrotic damage.
Points of damage. Okay.
I did something.
That's the end of your turn.
Yep.
Seraphina.
Hearing that things are happening, I suppose I better go in and pull their asses out of the fire. But I can't get all the way in on this round, so I'm just going to move my maximum distance.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, puppy can get 2 more spots.
See what you and I can do next turn.
Yeah, that's my movement. That's all I'm doing this time around.
Okay. So it is Uldar's turn.
Alright.
Ooh, Uldar. You are going to get to use your... Yeah, you should be. You're going to use your Dragon Breath.
Oh, it's glorious.
Yep.
Burn them all, man.
So over... over Big Guy, the wolf. And how far does it extend?
15.
15 feet cone. Ooh. That means it also gets Craig.
Wait, a
Great.
cone from there. It'd only be able to get the wolf and me, or the wolf and Craig, wouldn't it?
Goes from there. He breathes in that direction. 15 feet cone.
Yeah, but the cone starts at him and spreads out, doesn't it? It's not a.
Starts at a corner.
Does it start like over here, or does it start? Or does it start in the middle?
Well, even if it starts over there, it's still 15 feet to get to Craig.
Yeah. But just saying the directionality of it, wouldn't it be you'd only be able to hit 2 of us, not all 3? Just like this is just me being curious.
Yeah, I'd have seen only getting 2 of them on that angle.
DM's call.
Only.
I mean, frankly, it's giant poison fire breath. It should kill all of you.
It's one of those, because of how Roll20 is as well, and how it's situated, it's hard to do the cone to show the directions it goes in. So you
Yeah.
say it goes from corner to corner. So if it hits those corners, if you can hit the corners, then it can hit the person.
Okay.
Burn them all, Sab.
So,
I was only
Because of
asking to
the-
clarify.
yeah, I know. It's one of those horrible ones with this thing, though, that makes it really hard to show. I wish it would show shapes. But it sadly does not. It is one thing it definitely needs. But yeah, if it goes from the back corner back here, it can still hit the front corner over here.
Yep.
Because it's in line of sight of him, so it hits all 3 of you. So you just have to make a dexterity saving throw.
Come on.
Yes.
18.
20.
And for the wolf has.
This is 18.
18. So you all save. So, Pred, roll 2d6 for your Dragon Breath there.
And
So you take half of that. So you take 5 each.
I'm resistant to poison.
So you take 2. God damn it.
Is it poison or acid?
Poison.
Poison.
Okay. That wasn't so bad. Don't know what he's on about.
So that is Uldar's turn. Yeah, it's big guys.
Disappointing, wasn't it?
Yeah, just a bit.
He always talks it up like his tail.
Don't talk about the tail.
Dirty 20 to hit. So I'm attacking the mage.
That hits.
That hits. Alright, D12. Oh, baby. And we have a 9 damage.
Sorry, how much?
9 of slashing damage.
9. Okay.
Hold on. I have that. I thought I got reckless attack.
I think it was next level that you got reckless.
No, next level I get berserker.
Reckless attack. When you would make your first attack with your turn, you can decide to recklessly give you
Yeah, it's
advantage
second
on
level,
melee
but it's not
attacks.
showing on my thingos.
It's under features and traits.
It's under features and traits.
Oh, I must be looking at the wrong thing then.
It makes you feel better. You've been reckless the whole night for me. So.
Rage- Yeah, there it is.
You also get advantage on dex saving throws, by the way.
Might have just saved him that death earlier. Because it was Dex.
Yeah.
mechanics.
Yep. I didn't know
Which I
about
did.
that page. Anyway.
I forgot about it.
Alright, no, I'm
Always
not going to
forget
use it
baby
anyway.
seeds.
I just wanted to have a quick look at it. Sorry.
Okay. So that's your turn.
That's me done.
Your turn. It is now the mage's turn.
Sure hope he doesn't have lightning.
I want to know if he can charm more than one person.
We just end up all working for him.
Yeah, we'll just work for him.
That's the end of the campaign.
Concentration and it's only one target.
Ah, that's disappointing.
Concentration, you say?
Is it? It doesn't say it's a concentration. You'd think it would be, but it doesn't say it is.
No, doesn't say it is.
No.
Nope, kitty cat. Not up there tonight.
Oh, she's done it
Control
about 5 times already.
Yeah, no, it doesn't say concentration. Uncharmed.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, because I was thinking the same. I was going to have to get it. Yeah, it's instantaneous, whereas whole person is concentration. So he is going to use a 2nd level magic missiles and go for big guy. So that is each target hits a dart within creature, deal dart 1d4, and each second slot adds 1d.
Plus each dart gets the +1 to it.
So that's 2. And 2, so that's 4 damage.
4 damage.
And
Oh, that's-
is that
It was
all
a roll
4
of 1.
darts?
4 darts, is it?
4 darts at level 2, yes.
Thank you. That is a 5. That is a 5. No, that's it. So that is 5, 10, 14
14.
points of magic damage.
Oof.
And that is his turn done, and it is up to Craig.
Craig. Alright.
I
Seraphina.
look over very bloody, battered, bruised and go, get your ass in here, small hammer.
going to move here. Give Seraphina some room. I'm going to use my Channel Divinity Path to the Grave on the mage.
Okay. So
That's my action.
what happens?
The next attack to hit him, that's double damage.
Fuck. Okay. That's your turn.
Yep.
Seraphina.
I am going to move into the doorway so I have line of sight, and I am going to shoot with my crossbow.
Crossbow.
Longbow.
I was gonna say, when did you get a crossbow?
They're all broken.
Yeah,
I tried.
Google.
Nobody should have a crossbow.
That's a 23 to
I
hit.
thought of that.
Oh, that hits.
That's 10 points of damage.
Which is then doubled.
Yes, so 20.
And as you let go with your bolt, the mage just drops into a pile on the ground.
You're
Teamwork.
welcome.
And it was my turn next. I was gonna war pick big guy.
And Yuda, you are released from the charm.
No excuses to. Can I pretend to be charmed for a little bit longer?
I
Okay.
hit. As soon as he comes out of the charm, I see the mage go down. I just turn to Ulda and just like smack him in the face, just thinking he's still charmed.
Up to you how you want to roleplay this, Fred.
Oh,
I
you
want
can hit.
to roll for damage.
Yeah, go
I
for
wanna-
it.
See if you hit him.
Yeah, you got to hit him first.
Yep, so I'm going unarmed.
Mm-hmm.
That would be a 21.
Yep, for hit.
So I hit for 4 damage.
What are you
You
gonna do,
bastard! Just like swing and just whack him across the face.
I just shake my head in sadness at the utter stupidity I'm both bound to. And go stand in the corner.
Fair enough. So you have defeated Glassstaff.
I'm going to go and see if there is anything on his person that I can pick up.
Of course,
There was
you
a
are.
glass staff.
I was gonna say, do I get a chance to do this before she runs in? Because I was literally about to say the same thing.
Do you
Well,
know
no, I'm
what
doing-
your investigation
I'm
is?
doing
compared
this
to the
while you're
elves?
punching at Ulda.
Yeah.
So
Gotta
as I
get your
punch you, like,
priorities
run
set.
past me.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Run past me, run the 10 feet to get to the body.
Nickname Seraphina Pumpkin.
Okay, so roll an investigation check.
16.
16. So you find a staff of defense. Can't believe this. A scroll of charm person.
Well, that might be handy.
A scroll of fireball.
Oh god.
You find a unlocked wooden chest holding his best pickings of Red Brand's loot over the last 2 months. It contains 180 SP, 130 GP,
Just a little bit of silver. That's all she has. Just a bit.
a silk pouch containing 5 carnians, 10 GP each,
Onions?
Carolyn's, 2 paradots valued at 15 gold each, and 1 pearl valued at 100 gold. I can send you a list of what everything was as.
And how much is a pearl really worth if there's no one here to buy it?
And that is everything you find.
Oh, I tell you now, that 100 gold pearl is worth having. It's
If I
not-
drive my
being
war
sold
pick into the
now.
face of every merchant we meet, though, how much is it really worth?
Hope you're going to share some of the loot with us.
I
Seraphina.
was about to say, considering the fact she's ran past me in the second it took me to punch Uldor, do I
And then
see her
starts-
getting this shit?
Yeah, you see her scavenging the room.
I hope that she uses the charm scroll on Big Guy.
I stand next to her going, you're going to share that with us, right?
Yeah, she'll share this charm scroll with you right now.
Hello?
Right, Serafina?
Yeah.
I think she's
Like-
doing an inventory, man. Gotta.
That's it. Like, there's a staff.
Can't divvy up the loot if she hasn't properly accounted everything.
That's it. I mean, there's a couple of gold pieces. I can use that to pay for our rounds of drinks tonight.
You don't know exactly how much gold and silver she's pulled out. You just saw her pulling some out. It's not like she was counting it as she went.
Aren't you more interested in the ale
But
and dried
given how
meats in
much
the
that
other
was, you
room
would have been
anyway?
able to tell that was a big bag rather than just a couple of gold
You
pieces.
beat more than a couple of gold.
That was more than a couple of gold there, Serafina.
The amount you drink, that's only a couple of gold.
Maybe we should check her.
Perhaps you should put that bag in front of us so we can make sure we split it evenly among us all.
You can have 10 gold pieces. I haven't counted it, but I mean, if there's enough, we can have 10 gold pieces each.
Well, there's a desk right here. Perhaps we should spread out the gold and have a count.
You crushed the desk as you went charging at the wizard.
There is no
There's
death
still,
there.
there's
There is
still
no
a
desk there.
remnants of it, like...
You
Not
can't
anything
lay
to
any
use.
gold out on remnants. Ah.
I just look back and go, maybe it's not there anymore.
Having grown to respect the elf as a courageous fighter, I put myself between her and Big Guy. Tell him the gold will be distributed at some other time.
Thank you. I will share the gold out when we get back to town.
She hasn't led us astray yet, Big Guy.
She's also
Fact,
shot
I
me in the
think
back
she-
a lot of times.
She just saved my life.
And yours too, seeing how many hit points you've got left.
Excuse me, I helped as well.
You did, but you've only got a small hammer.
It's not the size of the hammer, it's what you do with it. Alright, let's go back. Drinks on you,
Back to-
Serafina.
The
Is
little
there
pop
anything
up.
else in
Big
the
guy
room
will
with-
remember this.
User found everything.
Okay, well,
I don't,
back
I
to town
don't,
then.
the town.
So you head back to town. Going back through the way. So you collecting anything else along your way? Any weapons or?
Should probably
Barrels of
come over
stuff.
here and get some dried meat and ale to keep Big Guy happy.
I grabbed the beaver pelts or whatever we passed on the way in.
It's 30 beaver pelts.
Beaver pelts can't be that big.
Yeah, I don't think even Big Guy can carry 30 beef
That's a lot.
pelts.
It's a lot.
Have you seen a pelt? How they're strung up? You can carry like 2 bundles? Too bulky, even for you.
Beavers are small. Beavers are not small.
Not that small.
Okay.
You're thinking they're like this big, right?
Yeah, I'm thinking like a
No, they're
modern day
much bigger.
beaver. Oh,
No, they're
okay.
big bigger.
Sorry, I thought they were a lot smaller.
It's fairly hefty.
Alright, well, I'm just going to
Do you
stock
want
up
some
on dried
beaver help,
meats.
or do you want? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm stock up on dried meats and ale.
I was gonna say you could probably carry a keg of each out if you wanted to. You could,
That's what I do.
under each arm.
Now that I've got Wolfie to carry, I carry a keg of ale and a keg of dried pork.
I mean, if everyone wants to, they can find a keg of something to carry out if they want to. Whether it's ale
Little
or
dwarf.
apples
There's a
or-
dwarf size keg over here.
Well,
I'm
you
not
take
gonna
that one. I'll take your one.
I'm not going to be
Sounds
picky.
mine.
I'm just going to grab a few apples out of one of the barrels and chuck them in my pocket.
Okay.
Alright.
Right,
Well.
keg under each arm, I start walking out.
You taking anything with you, Pred?
Being oath sworn, I pick up a keg of ale and a barrel of dried meat. Follow the tail destroyer out of the mansion.
Big guy, destroyer of tails.
Mr. of X Swings.
He gets lucky on several occasions. He finds a secret door. He takes my tail. Sometimes things happen for him.
So you gather these supplies and march out and make your way back to town. Back to the inn?
Well, it's probably
Back to the
pretty
inn
late
or
in the
the
day
wood
by this stage,
Cutter's
isn't it?
house.
Well, she said she would meet you at the inn.
Ah, right. Okay.
Yeah.
To the inn.
By this
Yeah,
time
to
it's
the inn.
mid to late afternoon. So,
Nice. Here we are.
as you make your way back to the inn, you see there's a handful of people milling about. Not really people interested in much, just sort of going about their business. And after about a 10-minute walk, you just make it back to the inn. He's just going to stand around outside, or you going in, or
I'm gonna go in.
Yeah, go in.
if he used to pick up where you're going, what he's actually doing.
Where do you want me to put the ale and dried meat, big guy?
To the room.
To the room?
Midnight snack.
I wander into big guy's room, put down his haul, head back down to the bar, find the lady.
And while they're doing that, I've gone to my quiet corner again, and I'm sort of rifling through the gold pieces that I've got, so that I can get enough for each of us to have 10 sitting in that pouch that they came in. That's separate to my own pouch.
Okay.
I might put an extra 5 in there for Craig, because unless he's wandered off upstairs as well.
I'm still here watching.
Yeah, if he's still here watching, I'll let him see what I'm doing, and I'll give him an extra 5 so he can have 15.
You're a shifty one less. I like it.
I come back and I've already got an ale in hand. So where's this lady we got to talk to?
The big guy's completely forgotten about the gold. He's got his ale and meat. He's happy.
Pretty much, he's moved on already.
Yep. It's a good life.
So what's that? I give 10 to Ulder, and I give the 15 to Craig, and then just keep the rest in my keep the rest.
Well,
for
of
myself.
course, if you're
Nothing to
giving
big
it out,
guy.
he's gonna notice. Like, he's dumb, but he's not that dumb.
Really? He's gone straight to the bar to get himself a drink.
No, he
I
came down with the
tapped the
drink.
keg.
He's already come down, yeah.
He came down with the keg. The
Yeah,
drink.
I came down with a drink.
All right. Well, I'll let you have the 10 gold then. Hand it over to you. I said I would. I'm honourable.
Feeling
Sure.
honorable. Yes.
Honor among thieves. As you come in, you hear there's mutterings about how Myrna has been found with her 2 kids.
Is she in the inn, or?
You don't see her out here at the moment.
She said she was going to meet us here. Don't tell me she got lost already.
She might have gone home to tidy up, make herself somewhat presentable.
From the time you released her to getting here, it's probably been maybe an hour.
Was quite traumatized. If she goes home, she's going to find her husband dead in a pool of blood rotting away, right? So she might be burying him.
Oh yeah, we didn't think about that.
No, we did not. I think all we thought about was wooden flute, was it, that we found in that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wait, did you pick back up the wooden flute?
Yeah, I got it.
Maybe you should return it to its rightful owner.
Maybe I should play you another song.
Yes.
Maybe I should get my war pick out.
Big guy's got the ale, like, yes, ready to have a jig.
Is the wolf already running away?
And I'll grab my viola out again.
We'll do good this time, I promise.
Alright. I trust you. Only because you helped me out in that whole situation.
Roll a performance check.
Yeah. It's true.
11.
Natural 20 or a natural 1?
Natural 20.
Oh, fuck.
Nice.
What a performer. He just needed a warm-up go, right?
That's right. I played the shit out of that flute.
I like walk away because to me the music's like horrible. Like,
Yeah.
what is this? I much prefer your performance back at the house and just walk away.
And this time you don't hear the howling of a wolf.
Yeah, because there's only one left.
Slowly but surely killing him off. Yeah. And while you're playing, after you stop, Craig, you feel somebody tap you on the shoulder.
Aye.
Did you find that in our house, did you? You look around and see it's Myrna with her 2 kids.
I
Bring in
guess
a
I was
kid
just
stuff.
protecting it for you.
You play very well.
Ah, thank you,
He
lass.
plays terribly as I like come back after I've heard the music stop.
It's very kind of you.
Do you mind if we have it back? It's one of the last items we have from our family.
Oh, okay. I'd give it a wash if I were you.
We'll do that. She takes off you and heads over to the boy who tucks it away safely in a clean robe, in clean clothes that he's been given. You can see they're being washed up and they're clean again. They don't look too bad now from what you saw of them. So, I said I'd might have an idea for how I could repay you with a reward that you might be able to retrieve.
I'm listening.
Long ago, when I was a young girl, me and my family fled from the town of Thunder Tree after the undead overran the place. We ran a herbalist and alchemist store, and inside was a case containing an emerald necklace. It was hidden beneath a section of the storage shelves, and none of us ever dared to return and retrieve it. That should still be there and be payment for rescuing us.
Right. Well, I suppose it's better than no payment at all.
There's Red Brands took all our money and everything we had just after they killed my husband and took us. There is nothing left. They have bled this town dry.
I take my gold pouch and give the 10 gold that Seraphina gave to me to... I've forgotten her name.
Myrna.
Myrna.
Aye, thank you, lad.
Found this.
This will go quite far.
Seraphina, is there anything you want to give her?
I
Here's
pull
an
out.
apple.
I pull out 5 gold.
So generous.
Well, thank you, lass.
hopefully that'll help you with your food and housing.
They've set up somewhere away from the red brand. Though they should be
Oh.
less of a hassle now that we've killed glass.
You just killed glass stuff.
Glass stuff, yeah. Don't know how many other ruffians there are out there though.
Oh, without glass stuff leading them, they'll fall apart quick enough.
Excellent.
Now that we know that he's dead, the others can stand up easier.
He shouldn't be causing any more issues.
I hope not. We've had enough issues here to last us a lifetime. And with that, I'll wish you a good day, and I'll go look after the kids.
Good day, man.
You see that she takes the kids and goes upstairs.
Well,
Yeah. Mission successful. Well done.
Well done indeed. One well-placed arrow is all we need.
We're all still alive.
It was
Just.
debatable for me.
Wonder how our bird friend's doing.
yes,
Still drunk in the
Barkeep.
bird bath.
Barkeep, where's our bird friend?
Your bird friend is he's passed
Dead.
out in the back still. No, he's taking a nail bath.
Another one.
Yeah, he barely left the first one.
Doesn't
Something
have a
about.
very high constitution, that one then.
I don't think he's so much drunk as in having a grand old time in it.
To be fair, he won a lot of
God.
gold from that drinking competition. he's stocked for a few days, I think.
Hope he's tipping generously.
Hopefully he'll sober up in time for our next adventure.
Hopefully.
Oh, we off to get treasure next?
I think that's a thing for next week, isn't it?
I'd say so.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a good place to leave it off.
Yep.
Rescued
Well, that
the
was
lady, got the gold, found the meat, fell down a hole.
Fell down the hole, lost a
Right.
fucking
Good
wolf.
day.
Killed someone. Killed
Hey,
again.
I mean, you lost your wolf. Your wolf died. It's not out there missing. It's dead.
It
Burnt.
is lost. It's funeral pie and everything.
I was going to mention I could probably like revive it, but it's all good.
Undead wolf?
You didn't
Could, like,
say
no,
anything.
Throw it in the fire.
Throw it in the fire, cut the crossbows. You don't get to do anything.
I was like, when you're discussing to just shoot me, I'm like, do I mention the fact I have unrelated endurance? Nah, let's see if they figure it out. Nope, they're not. Okay, let's go through with it.
Hey, 2 arrows. I got
Only
to shoot
needed
you.
2 arrows,
Legit.
yeah.
And I punched Fred.
Well, I told you I had an arrow with your name on it.
Hopefully that one broke off when it came out.
It
No.
was all planned.
But nah, that was a good night, guys. Thanks for joining us again.
Thank you.
And for people in chat and that, thanks for joining us again for another week or night of adventure. We'll be back again next week with the continuation. Hopefully, Wes will be joining us again so we can have our showboat back. But yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks everyone for being here. You guys are awesome as always. Have a great evening, morning, whatever it is for you guys. And we'll see you next week for some more D&D. Night, everybody.
See ya.
Bye.